Awesome. All right. Well, final rites have been given. Moment of silence. Lynn, it's interesting as you put your hand on your parents' headstone and can't help but wonder where they are, praying and hoping that that fate wasn't theirs. But you know, your parents were good people. They lived a good life. You know they're at least somewhere where they're happy. Or at least you hope. Well, this place is barren. A lot of just wildlife has moved in this burnt, more or less just rubble at this point. What are you guys doing now?
What time is it?
Took you about 3 hours to do this. After everything, it's probably 1 a.m. at this point, after seeing Noah and getting all the supplies, everything. Having your meal Christmas.
What a Christmas.
I mean, you guys saw two, I don't know how else to put it, but miracles. So that's a pretty good Christmas in my book.
Yeah. It's a Christmas miracle.
And to be fair, Christmas is based off a pagan holiday. So Freya.
Oh, of all the nights for spirits to be passed on.
I'm on Freya's good book right now.
Right, I guess that goes along with Christmas Carol. The most
Are we
active
gonna are we gonna go ahead and sing carols on the way back to the Haven? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh my God!
Dreidel.
I made you out of clay.
Okay. Apparently, we're having that moment where we've gotten over something that was kind of very tragic. Miracles happened, and we're having a bonding caroling moment on the way back home.
No.
We are weird.
2 of us are in a truck, 2 of us in the thing. We're just... I don't think we can carol that way.
Before Lynn left, she wanted to walk through her old house just a little bit.
Some closure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Dead bodies.
Man, what happened? Yeah, what happened last time? It hits you that. Remember seeing those twisted, monsters just doesn't cut it, because even monsters can seem natural. What those wolves or things were, and that taste of the blood hits you once more, and then getting clashed with your memories of your childhood and then your young vampiric years, which is like a childhood all over again. This place very much, there's no better way to put it than it feels like the memories have been tainted with everything that's happened recently. But you're still going to hold and remember the good times and your dogs and everything before Calamity. And you might even find a few things that lasted that you can pick up, whether it be any picture frames with pictures in it that you didn't grab or whatever it be. You might even find a few things that lasted that you can quickly snag if you'd like.
I mean, this place knows she still owns it, but through Ryan Bancroft.
Right, yeah.
So it's not like she's entirely gonna just up and leave it forever. She's just going through it just to like reminisce just a little bit, like you're describing.
Yeah. So just
but
because
you guys wait, you give Lynn some time.
Yeah. Just keep in mind, just because you own it, you're not really staying here very much.
Right.
There's always a chance that a punk kid or two might come through and try to loot something. So If there is something that you
Lynn's
have,
gonna leave a few traps around to make sure that doesn't happen.
okay
I
then.
think that's illegal.
Well, you guys get
Thank you.
up in the motorcycle, you get up in the truck, you were able to rig up some, like, nothing too fancy, unfortunately, but something where, like, if they pull it, a light will come on and maybe spook them. Something
Like
quick,
rattling
easy.
cans.
If anything, it'll be just like try to just spook them out of here, maybe make them think it's haunted, and worst comes to worst, at least you know someone's been through here. Now shows the potential of an animal just triggering it, but you know, whatever.
Or it might become haunted.
I mean, she's locking the door on the way out, but you know.
Oh yeah, well, rats things, but yeah, or it
Oh,
might
yeah.
become haunted because we just buried. Well, anyways, we don't know. Moving on though. You guys can sing your Christmas carols in your truck if you want, but the two of you, Mala and Rune, are on the motorcycle. Are you guys heading back to the Haven? It's about 1 in the morning, 1:30.
Is the red open on Christmas?
If my ranch
The red
becomes
number
haunted,
5?
Yeah.
I will haunt the
It's
rest
always
of you.
open.
It's always open.
Always.
Oh, I imagine Doctor wouldn't want to go there. Imagine this is conversation we're having now. I'm famished.
Well, I tell you if you need to eat. Is there literally anywhere else you could go?
I mean, we could go to a hobo camp. I mean, that's the only other place I have experience with.
I personally would like to go to the red number 5 so I could get one of those nice Bloody Marys.
You know,
Yeah, well, you
how
got your truck. You
about-
can do whatever the fuck you
how,
want.
how about we all go to the Haven, and those that want to go to the Red 5 after we get to the Haven go there, and those that would rather stay at the Haven stay at the Haven.
I think. Is there any? I'm an alcoholic. I would know this. Is there any places open, liquor stores open on Christmas I could go to?
Liquor
Yes.
stores?
Yeah.
I mean, places where you can buy liquor. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
They're
does CVS sell liquor in Illinois?
no,
'Cause I know
they're
CVS is
Not
always
here.
open.
Catherine. It's Christmas. There will be spirit shops that will still be open because there will be business.
Listen, I don't want to take the doctor to the red. Okay,
Well, the thing is,
I'll
I'm trying
get
to
some
think at 1
whiskey.
in
I'll go to the
morning.
hobo camp. We'll have a good time. I'll suck their blood and I'll fuck off.
Just in all fairness,
D-
in Chicago, CVS does sell hard liquor.
That's what I thought. I was like, what's 24 hours of CVS? Because like 1 in the morning, yeah, spirit shops are. Okay, you go to a hobo camp. Go ahead and give me your hunting style, which I think, where is Rune? Oh, well, you're doing it when they're asleep, or are you actually gonna like strength intimidate someone and really shake them down? It's up to you, Rune.
I mean, I don't. If they're
Or you
asleep,
could-
I guess I don't have to do that.
Yeah, if you want to do it that way, then it'll have to be a dexterity and a stealth. Sneak in there.
Or are you just gonna
I
go ahead
guess I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna coerce someone with some whiskey that I got from the 24-hour liquor store.
Oh,
yeah, he's gonna get
Okay.
them good and plastered so they drift off, and then he's gonna take a little nibble.
I'm gonna
Okay.
drink one of my 2 blood bags.
okay. Yeah, all right. You can go to the homeless camp, find some people that are still up, mostly because they're trying to stay huddled and warm in the fire. So it's kind of like they're half awake. They're like huddled up and slumped, and they don't even notice you as you first walk up. You go on over and set down the bottle. It'll cause one to stir, look at you. And no offense to Rune, but I mean, he'll give you like a look. You look like a biker, someone that lives on the street. So he'll just nod at you, take the bottle.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Motions for you to take a seat with them.
All right.
And yeah, I mean, they're not really up for chatter. It seems like they're just trying to stay warm. They're focused on that at the moment. I mean, it's something that you can forget easily as a vampire. Cold doesn't really have much of an effect. Maybe if you get into extreme temperatures. So, I mean, you can try to pretend as well, like, whew, whatever. And yeah, if you let them, they'll like pass the bottle around. There's 3 others that are here. All of them seem to be men, about middle-aged, even a little bit older. People that are just down on their luck and clearly don't have any family to go to on Christmas. And yeah, I don't know how much time you want to spend here, but at least with a little bit, they'll start to doze off and you can sneak in there, make it easier for you. Yes, E.T.?
I was thinking, like, as you were doing that, like passing the ball around and stuff, I was just. They would probably want to help them.
Oh, I didn't know you were coming.
Yeah, he's on his own.
Oh,
Not even there.
Because, like, Lynn wanted to go get some Bloody Mary, but I guess that was out of the question.
This is Suppression Mary right here. I don't think this is the zone you want to go for.
Fine.
They decide not to go to the red number 5, and he decided to hit up a hobo camp with whiskey.
Fine, I guess she'll have to do with just a blood bag.
Oh,
stupid blood bags.
I wanted a Bloody Mary.
Where's my eggnog?
It's Christmas. I want that Bloody Mary.
Well, then you can go ahead and he went on his bike. You could go to the red number 5 on your lonesome and go to get a Bloody Mary if you want. No one's stopping you.
All right, then I will.
Have fun.
I'll go by myself.
Yeah, I mean, Rune, you'll be able to get a quick bite as all 3 of them doze off, bottle empty now.
Oh.
And yeah, it is going to be melancholy, unfortunately. I mean, they're here on Christmas, rock bottom, freezing their asses off. It's delicious, nonetheless. It has such more of a weight to the taste. And with that little bit of liquor, now that part's enjoyable. You can feel that warmth behind it. As you can head back. Yeah. But hey, keeps you from having any withdrawal problems, because I'm willing to give space in between. It's not like you have to do it every day. That's silly. But you can head back once you get yourself a drink. Dr. Bloodbag. Lynn, you make your way to the red number 5. And it's still popping. In fact, it's pretty busy here on Christmas Day. A lot of people are still up partying, and there's a lot of Christmas decorations which are up. And, well, it's the red number 5. Red is their big color, so they just threw in some greens and, whatever to make it
a little
pop.
White and silver.
Yeah, exactly. And where the DJ is, they have a Christmas tree that's been set up right behind. The lights that are shining are Christmas colors. Even seems they have some lights that have like snowflakes on the shapes and that kind of thing. Music is still their normal music. No one is rocking out to Christmas music. That's horrible.
Oh, man.
Christmas tree, happy
Yeah, exactly. No, it's just the normal R&B kind of hip hop that they usually play. But I mean, people are toasted tonight, whether it be that they got their dancing shoes on or they're just pissed drunk. I mean, people are feeling it. It's Christmas. Some are, rubbing up on others. You can move through the crowd pretty easily. Find yourself a waitress, as you will ask for the special menu, and get yourself a quite literal Bloody Mary.
Can she request the DJ to play "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree"?
If you want to,
evil.
there is he has requests where you can put in some money if you want to make a request. He's gonna make you pay for it.
Yeah, and the audience is gonna
like
want to know
$5.
$5? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god.
It's pretty affordable.
Christmas.
All right. Oh, I don't have I could look up. That's probably copyrighted.
There's different versions of it, but yeah.
Well, he's a DJ, so the song is going to play, but he does a remix of it. He does it so at least it's still kind of hip hop, dancey, though it is still the song. He changed it up. People really don't seem bothered by it. It still has that beat to it. It's just a modernized version of the song.
He nearly yelled out, "That's not the version I wanted!"
That's the version you get.
No. Yeah, no.
I want a refund.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many Bloody Marys are you wanting?
Okay, so
One right now and one for the road.
Okay, $50.
Okay.
Bloody Mary for the road.
oh my god, it does exist.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I didn't want to. I wasn't gonna
Rocket
risk it.
Around the Christmas Tree Trap Remix.
Pretty close. Yeah, trap is more like dubsteppy or electric, I
Yeah,
think. But this is
yeah.
more like R&B. But
Yeah, I literally looked up like freaking Rocket Around Christmas Tree Dance Remix, first response trap mix, second response
Yeah.
trap mix, third response
Always.
trap mix. It's like,
Always.
okay, sure. Well, we know what they like to dance to these days.
Also, trap's pretty easy to do. I'm not trying to throw
Yeah.
any shade, but
Ooh,
it's
sassy.
I'm
Well,
sorry. You
I
can use the
mean,
computer
you know,
and press
on it-
boop boop whatever.
all the electric DJs that specialize in trap out of the world.
I
You just
know.
got the tea spilled.
Uh-huh.
You've been outed.
All I do is press buttons. That's like the most so insensitive and ignorant. I'm sorry.
Oh, freaking dead mouse is rolling over. It's like I do what
Okay,
now?
well, dead mouse. Come on, get out of here. Freaking dead mouse. Gross. All right. Well, you got your Bloody Marys. And it seems like they have a Christmas discount, which is really nice. So you didn't have to pay
Aw.
as much as you did last time, as you noticed. It's closer to like 75 last time. Or it could be the fact that maybe you got some work relations. You're not sure, but Merry Christmas.
I'm a regular.
You're a regular. All of you are now collected back at the Haven. It's pretty late. Sun should be coming up pretty soon. Anything else that you guys would like to do with the final hours in your night until tomorrow? You do have class at 10 tomorrow. Or, yes, so keep that in mind.
I'm gonna send a text message to my sister telling her Merry Christmas, let her know I love her, and I was thinking about her tonight.
Oh, yeah. While you're disposing bodies, you definitely had a moment where you literally had a vision about her, didn't you?
I'll send you a chat, Taylor, through Zoom. And I'll do it just for you. So I'll have a response.
Go fuck yourself. I hope you die in a pit.
Do it. Can you do it through Discord so I can save it? Thank you.
All right, the rest of you, what are you going to be doing for the last few hours, if anything? You don't have to.
Then I want
Bubba's
to
just
watch the sun come up, of course.
okay. Bubba's just going to be hanging out, and be lazy.
How hard is it to resist falling asleep?
Oh well, you don't have any problems. It's not until the sun starts coming up that you're going to feel your body. It feels like a physical weight. Your muscles. It's like you don't know what it's like to have rigor mortis, but when the sun comes up, you do. It feels like your blood's coagulating, your muscles are locking up. So it's more than just trying to keep your eyes open. It's much more difficult than that.
Okay.
During the times like between that and where we were, could I try to recreate the thing I was trying to do last time that didn't work out so well?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Anyway, I know I'm being very vague for.
You can send it to me then through
Yeah.
Zoom or Discord, whatever. Sorry, I'm not sure. I know you've been working on a lot of stuff.
I'm just going to go ahead and because one spirit might still be here out of the trifecta that we were dealing with, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find because the thing is, I was trying to go ahead and pacify them or communicate with them in some way. And Theo doesn't think he has the capability to do what Rune and the doctor are doing, but he recognizes this is something that he has no talent for, and developing some sort of skill, at least when they're not around, to be able to handle a situation would be a good idea. So any book on like communicating with the dead or something along like that, he's probably going to go ahead and get a chair in the library, grab that book, and he's going to try to, because if things get stiffer as he's trying to fight sleep, he's going to sit there with the book and struggle turning a page every now and again and try to keep on reading before sleep takes him. See how long he can stay up while getting some more research in.
Okay. Give me your mental and your academics with your research.
Mental academics research.
All right. I saw your message. So yeah, I got you, ET. I remember now. Cute.
Okay. Boom. And don't think I didn't see that little doggo pop up on your screen there, ET.
Okay.
Oh God.
Big boy rolls.
Big boy roll.
Whoa.
That is the first all success roll I have gotten.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me pull something up. Well, we're getting serious. Fair enough. All
Well, I
right.
mean, there was only 110, but I mean, I'm not going to complain.
Okay.
Maybe the dice roller just had to get all the bad rolls out of the way first.
Me and the doctor
Yeah,
made it
what
work
happened?
earlier.
Yada, 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 yada. I don't care about any of this. Give me what I'm looking for. Oh, God, I hate you. You're like the worst character. All right, hold on.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I'm using like define search to find what I'm looking for, and someone popped up who sucks. Where?
Mama, she sucks.
You say Mama? I love
Yeah.
Mama.
Mama sucks.
But Mama let us have such a great moment together.
It's not her fault. She's a good vampire. Ah, here it is. Okay. All right. So I'll just get this over with first, since we did the roll. You've already read some books about this Theo, concept of oblivion.
Mhm.
Oblivion being that, best way to put it is what is at the end of the abyss.
Mhm.
Center, no one's really quite sure, but they know that the abyss and oblivion have some sort of connection.
Okay.
And some La Sombra and this other clan that you've seen pop up here and there called the Hecata. The two of them seem to specialize in this concept of oblivion. And, well, oblivion seems to have this connection with the wraiths that you see. It has... It's hard to... It doesn't really explain how you get there or anything like that, but it does seem that when people pass, they can or do go to oblivion. And you're just finding the same stuff that you've already seen, but you find something that catches your eye, and you didn't notice at first based on the translation. But it seems that within this discipline of oblivion, some have the capability to see it, called Oblivion Sight, where vampire would close their eyes and open them. Their irises go black completely, and they can now see, which is pretty exciting, in pitch darkness. It does give dark vision, but that's not really what its full capability is. It seems that you can also perceive ghosts that are not actively, visible or corporeal. It lets you see that other side where they come in and out of. It gives you the capability, I guess, to get a glimpse of oblivion. It seems oblivion, it's hard to say if it's like another dimension or maybe do some fantasy, another plane, but at least it gives you the sight to see a connection between here and this place. Okay. And it doesn't seem to be a ritual or anything like that, but more so an innate gift that they had, a talent. And, well, finding how they do it, you're not sure. It doesn't mention anything like obtenebration or abyss mysticism where you fall asleep or you can go to the abyss and practice. You're not finding anything that's going to give you much guidance on how to achieve this. More so of its possibility.
Well, given that it is something where I am exposed to these wraiths regularly, and I do have the abyss mysticism, and this sight beyond sight that's kind of coming up. As you know, these thoughts are, of course, what I'm literally drifting off to sleep about. It's definitely something that I'll probably end up spending some time practicing. Maybe, maybe it's something that on higher levels of abyss mysticism might come available. I don't know, because I know nothing about other than what I'm literally fumbling into. So no way for my character to discover other than trying. I mean, that's worked well so far.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that seems to be the nature of the beast in the world of darkness. Just figure it out.
Oh, that reminds me, there was something else I wanted to try, but I think there's probably not enough time left in the night. Maybe I can go and get it done if I can get some help with it before class tomorrow. That is, unless we get bogged down doing other things. But yeah, neither here nor there. Do I need to roll anything for, daytime sleep practice or anything? I don't remember if we were doing anything for that.
Oh, like to stay awake during the day?
Oh, no.
Or when you're like sleeping?
Practicing while I'm asleep. While I'm...
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you don't have to roll anything for that. It seems to come pretty naturally to you. If you want to try this Oblivion sight, you can, or anything else you want to try to practice, you absolutely can. It's up
I'm
to
going to
you.
go ahead and give the Oblivion sight a practice to kind of get a feel to see how hard it would be. But otherwise, I'm going to be practicing the other thing that I had mentioned to you about previously.
Okay.
The good old flim flam.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, Lynn does have something to show everybody.
He's just hanging it up on the wall.
Upstairs, downstairs, library. Where are you putting it? Morgue.
Like right next to the tree, and then just like.
That's pretty nice. All right. Well, those that are going to be up top. So I know the doctor, since she wants to see the sun. Anyone else who hangs up here? Maybe you probably will not see it, Theo, but probably Rune. Oh, if you do want to go up, sure. But maybe Rune, definitely Amala. You will see that there seems to be an artwork piece of all you folks. Is it just, did you do like Bubba, Calamity, or just you guys?
It's just the four. Maybe Bubba's in there, but.
Oh, okay. Well, it has all you guys with Santa hats on for Christmas that's been hung up there.
I'll probably see it tomorrow. I'll probably have retired to the library for the night, figuring the sun's going to come soon. But yeah, I'll probably catch it in the morning.
The bookworm must sleep with his books.
All right, what I'll do for the night. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to tell Taylor that he doesn't get a response after that.
Okay. Well, I'll message Ty, my human friend. Happy holidays. Let him know I'm doing okay.
Must be nice to have human friends.
I mean, you could join my biker gang if you want, but...
What?
That made me laugh. I mean, Noah technically counts. He's still human.
Well, he's human, but I don't know if he's anything more than an acquaintance at this point.
Yeah.
But it's just out for your blood.
If you do text him, I mean, it's pretty...
It's kind of late.
We had Christmas dinner with him, and we already wished him happy holidays.
No, he sent it to Tyler, his
yeah.
Cat. I just rolled to stay up for the sun.
Okay, hold on. No.
Jesus, Taylor.
Okay.
It's a pretty good roll.
What's a big boy
roll?
roll?
1, 2, 3, 4 10s.
4 10s.
Yeah,
and 2 successes on that. Are you staying up for the sun all the way until it sets the next night? Fucking A, mate.
Holy sh.
Yeah, now you see it. Now you see
10.
that. You rolled.
Well, you
A
rolled
or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
both.
6, 7, 8,
10
9.
and
Holy
total.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm so. Oh my god. Okay. All right. You won't get a response. It's late.
Yeah.
You won't get a response from Tyler until when you go to bed.
That's good.
Okay. Amala.
Was this a third Christmas miracle that's about to happen?
I should give
I
you
like
that.
my son.
I should give you that equation right. I think it is. Greet the sun. Don't know how it translates though. But with a roll like that, holy crap. Okay.
Hey, man, I'm hoping for something. Just keep saying hi to the sun.
That's pretty good.
Here
I
comes
blame that
the
8 in
sun.
humanity.
Mm.
Okay. Prep yourself. Right? I mean, you have the door cracked open as you're there, and you still have the cover as always, though you're there facing it head on as it rises and rises. And with a roll like that, this is what I can tell you. You're able to last much, much longer than normal. It's almost like you lose yourself because it reminds you of what happened earlier today. That streak of light that pierces that wraith and forced itself. It was very violent. The sun is just like that, strangely enough. The Freya, how gentle and... No, that ain't the sun. Very close to that just explosion of energy is what that feels like. You focus in that. Strangely enough, also the way that your sister, when she was a little girl, in that vision you had at the synagogue, the way that she looked at you, also, that pulls to you as you stare at the sun. And you will stay there as it goes from the darks, as it lightens up. And the horribleness of this place. I mean, you've gotten used to it, funnily enough. You never thought you would. But always feeling like you're being watched. Always feeling like the shadows are out to get you. As the sun rises, this building begins to feel like a regular warehouse. The sun hits it. And that sentience. It's not that it fades, but more so like it's being suppressed and pushed in. Deep, so where you stand, cleansed. Your beast will then stir as it will start to burn and sizzle before you'll want to deal any pain. Unless you want to deal yourself some pain, but your beast is telling you to, all right, step back, boss. Up to you, though.
Can I try to take some of this cleansing energy in? I know it might hurt, but I mean, I like to cleanse things. And this is a nice cleansing energy as you described it. So can I try to get a little bit of that?
Oh, there's no try. If you want to stand there and take it, you're freaking getting it. There's no trying. So it's really up to how long you really want to stay out in it, is the question. Because, well, don't know how this will make you feel, but the sun feels like it needs to cleanse you too. And it's going to burn. And its cleanse, once again, is very violent, very much like you saw before. It's mean. It might be doing good, but it doesn't do it in a very nice way. You're going to be dealing yourself aggravated damage. We'll start off very slow. Since you did roll so good, I won't do the normal. You did roll phenomenal. So you'll deal yourself 1 point of aggravated damage. And the cleanse is more like a burn. Think of bleach, it's probably how it feels like to be a bacteria getting splashed with bleach, honestly. It's not enjoyable. It's horrible. Are you gonna stand out here and take more? Because your beast is gonna start fighting you at this point.
I'll go in after this. You know, you gotta take it in. I understand it, and I'll go back in to go to bed. It's been a long day.
Good. Beast is like, please stop. You rolled great, but I'm dying. All right. Well, once you head back in and the door is shut and the sun is no more, that horribleness of the place just kind of lands back on your shoulders. It's such like an instant switch now that you experienced outside. It's a little disorienting, jarring. It gives that sense of vertigo, honestly. ugh. It's like, man, this place is horrible, but it's not much better outside. But you all get some rest. Theo, you try to read as much as you can on Oblivion. Get at least more about this talent that you have. You all might see the picture as you kind of go up and down.
There was a little bit more I wanted to do, but then we got hit with the
ahead.
tens.
Yeah.
I was just gonna light some incense at my little shrine, do a little meditation, all that kind of thing. I was gonna see if I could notice the doctor, because I'm sure I might have seen it at some point of her like sitting by the door, like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Probably not. By that
Probably
point,
not?
you would have been passing out. Yeah.
Okay.
Once the sun comes up, it's just almost impossible to move for vampires,
All right.
as your body is just going to betray you. So anything you do before, unless you want to start rolling to resist, it's going to be before the sun comes up. So Mala's going to have that moment more or less to herself, unless you try.
Yeah, I'll try once. Why not?
Okay.
Probably nothing
all
come
right.
of it, but hey, why not?
Roll me a willpower.
Willpower. Is that my max or my current?
Your current.
So that'd be a 3 now. Okay, fine.
It doesn't
Ready for the
reset
3
till sun
tens.
comes up. Conveniently.
Yeah. Oops. Nope.
All right. So about what I expected. Well, you do your little ritual. Anyone in particular that this ritual is for? Is it for Freya, Odin, Thor?
Since Freya helped today, it'd probably be specifically for Freya.
Okay. All right. And it's just basically incense in your.
That's incense.
know
I
you
don't have any
your
offerings. I mean, I can like slash, but I don't.
Not really.
I already filled up. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's just that feeling when you saw that and when you felt it kind of just take over almost. It wasn't intrusive. It was more like strange, but it felt like you were the weapon, which is awesome for a Bruja, I know, but it felt like you were getting used as the fist, sword, whatever it be. Well, I mean, you've never had really much interest in religion, more so than besides the culture.
Yeah.
To actually see some evidence behind it. Yeah.
This is honestly like the first time I've ever seen a vampire wielding truth faith short of a Malkavian that was just absolutely off his nut and thought he was, I think he thought he was, a Catholic crusader or something like that. So like very much into it.
Plus for kings, baby.
Yeah. The incense will burn out completely, and you're surprised with how much time passed, and you feel yourself getting pretty tired. And it just, as you sit here, you almost don't want to leave. It feels like a little safe spot that you have in this horrible warehouse.
I will sleep here.
Yeah, honestly, you might want to. It might not be comfortable, but you don't care. You feel safe where you are, protected. So you do. You know what? You slouch yourself back, and sleep will take you. And you'll have a comfortable sleep. You will not have to roll me a rouse check tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that's a fucking bonus right there.
For you, Theo, you will actually have quite an easy time when it comes to translating your what normally was a cat or that you had before into something that is kept on you. You will find very easy, much more easier than it is to make something that can go off and be its own thing. It will still have, in a sense, not sentience per se, since it obeys you, but intelligence, I'll say.
Yeah,
Wits,
I mean, again, from what I mentioned to you before, it's again just because I don't have eyes in the back of my head, and there are some things that it could probably perceive that I can't.
Yeah.
Just that early warning system that if something's coming up behind me or there's a danger around, since that first dot in Abyss mysticism is all about having not something that's combat focused, but more utilitarian. I figure, having eyes in the back of my head as like a shadow cloak of some sort.
Very much so. I mean, you can feel like I said, it has wits, I think is a better way, but it doesn't have a mind of its own. It's not going to act on its own. You tell it to really do whatever it is, just to observe or keep watch, whatever it will do. And you can even do some tests, like practice like moving it like a normal cape. Unfortunately, you're not going to get it completely natural looking. I mean, humans are, they're going to be wigged out by this thing, unfortunately.
Of course. And that's why it's I'm not going to just like walk around with it. I mean, it's going to be something that I'd be rocking like Unseen Presence, Ghost in the Machine while utilizing
that's tough to practice, unfortunately. Trying to combine your Ghost in the Machine with this, since there is no technology in here to practice on.
Yeah, that's something that
doesn't logically make sense, unfortunately. So that's something you'll have to do when you're awake. But yes, you will find easily the transition between cat to then swoop it, move it around like a cloak. I guess the bracelet, though, what you use is, that one.
I think I only have one more day of the bracelet before I need to redo that ritual.
Correct.
Anyways.
Unfortunately, you do feel, and you can try, unfortunately, you can really try your best to try to give it more, but it wants blood.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's the way that cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Which, I think I'll, again, try to go and do that discreetly at some point when everybody else is out of the house, because, again, as much as I would like to go, yay, I'm a badass, I can do this now. The last few times it was very distressing to the rest of the house when
well, it's unfortunately for the spell, it doesn't work where like you can do blood and recharge it. You have to wait for it to fade and then redo it. So you'll have to wait till not tomorrow. Thursday. There we go. Thursday you'll have to refreshen it, but you have it for Wednesday for class and everything. All right. Well, when it comes to just your Oblivion Sight practice, though, no luck. I mean,
I'll have to wait.
Doesn't seem to be any spirits around you. It might be much easier to do that one during the day. It's only just shadows that sometimes whisper. Most of the time, their whispers are gibberish, if they do say anything. Yeah.
I just don't have the lexicon yet to understand them.
Kinda. But you all will wake up. I will only need then Amala, Lynn, and Theo to roll me rouse checks.
Hey, it's pretty cool, guys. You should either want to convert.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that's a point of hunger there for me.
Okay.
Success.
Also, I would be out of all of my hunger because of the Bloody Mary.
But you get the roused in the morning.
Right, no, I just wanted to make sure that was gone.
Yes, correct, yeah.
Hey!
Success.
Awesome. So only Theo's a little hungry. Everyone else is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, it's stuck.
Which means the first thing Theo is going to do. Oh, puppers!
Also,
Crowley, how dare you do that?
Cat,
Teasing us with the puppers.
Yeah.
how much health do I have? Do I have 5 or 4?
It is your stamina plus 3.
Oh, okay, so I have 4. All right.
Yeah, is your health.
Sounds
And then you have 4 points of armor. Same with Rune. Same with Theo. And Amala, do you have armor?
She does, but she's not wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, well, only Theo's a little hungry. You guys have class at 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, Crowley, when you do wake up, you feel good. You feel like you actually got a decent night's sleep. You might have had a dream. Oh, you try so hard to remember, but you just can't. But you feel good. Fully rested. Such a long time. The rest of you wake up. Doctor, of course, you being the first. Of course.
Watch the sun go down.
Always so much easier. So much easier than watching it come up. Not as pretty, but still gorgeous. While you wake up, Thea's a little hungry. What are you guys doing this morning?
Well, I'll check and see if I got a reply. Check my messages. After that, I just double check my homework.
Now I do know that
I heard
if
about your homework.
I head out too soon to
I made it
feed,
shorter.
I know that if I head out too soon to feed, not everybody will be asleep yet. I've run into that problem a couple of times. So if I see someone that is not busy, whoever I run into first.
Whatever you want, honestly. I mean, the doctor's was the first one up, as always.
Oh, yeah. Doctor, can you help me with an experiment real quick?
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, for me, in that hour I'm up, I'm just going to send a text message out to my parents, and wish them a happy holidays as well, and hope their week's going great.
I hope you're still alive.
You're not gonna send them a message about you having a dream about the fond times you shared back when your sister was just a little thing?
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay. Well, Rune, yes, you did get a response from Tyler. I mean, yeah, he's gonna wish you a, happy holidays.
Oh, he's still
He
alive.
hopes that,
The guy.
yeah, he hopes that you're doing okay. You're really missed at the bar. Everyone keeps asking about you. Those weird guys that showed up haven't been back since, so he honestly thinks that you're in the clear. I mean, he does mention that, it hit. Oh, I think you might. I don't know if you know who this person is. I feel like you do. He's going to mention to you. There's the one of the waitresses at the bar, Deborah. It seems like him and her have been, as you know, he's been interested in her for a while. She's been flirty, but she's flirty with most of the guys, in a fun way. It's not like she's, really expecting anything. But it seems like they've been hitting it off, and they actually spent Christmas together. So.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
My boy.
Yeah. For you, Amala, within the hour of waiting for your friends to get up and watching the sunset, you do not get a response.
I'll give it some time before I panic slightly. But what do you mean Theo doing is the real question.
Well, I need to test something real quick. I'm not sure how well this would work. What I'm going to need you to do is have your cell phone, and I need you to try to capture a video of me. I need you to delete it immediately afterwards, because I'm going to try to do some things that hopefully will allow me to trick the camera on your phone, because some of the things I'm going to do might be difficult if mortals have recordings of them. So I need to know what can and what will and won't be picked up on camera. So,
all right, yeah, pull out my camera and I will go ahead and just tell you to let me know when.
Just go ahead, and I'm going to walk back and forth across the room. You let me know when something goes wrong.
Is this going to break my phone?
I don't expect it should, because that would defeat the purpose. The purpose is to make sure that I'm not noticed. If it breaks the phone, then it's noticeable.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just watch until I guess something goes wrong.
All right, so I'm going to walk back and forth across the room, doing nothing, then try and ghost in the machine.
Okay. All right. Well, Amala, I mean, you're gonna lose sight of him as well. Because Ghost in the Machine is just like an addition to Unseen Passage.
Mm-hmm.
It just magnifies its capabilities. So, I mean, you're following, and you have like the camera that you're focused on. As he goes and you go to follow, he's not there anymore. As you like go back and.
Okay, you're gone. It has gone weird.
Okay, at which point I'll stop. Did the camera pick me up at all?
Up until you disappeared? No. As soon as you did, you were gone.
Okay. All right.
Leap.
Well, it was that I was worried if someone was actively watching a camera and watching, say, because we're going to have to go through to the pariah through those tunnels. And I'm assuming that he's going to have cameras set up to catch people coming into his territory. And I don't know how we want to handle that situation, because if he sees us coming, there's a chance that he might bolt.
I mean, from my understanding, he's a werewolf. No matter what we do, he'll either smell us or something.
So
But trust me,
Half
from my
werewolf,
understanding,
half
we are not going to get the jump on this gentleman, no
Mm.
matter what we try. I mean, yeah, we can get as close as we can, but there's a certain point where it won't matter how sneaky we're being. Especially with the four of us.
that is a point. No matter how stealthy and sneaky I am, he might be able to smell me. Unless
I can smell you.
Need to get
You like gassy
done.
Mexican.
if I can go ahead and get out and get a quick bite to eat beforehand, that would be the goal. But again,
It'll be early, yeah. Unfortunately, it's like 6 o'clock, 7.
That's why I did it last night.
Yeah, maybe after class will probably be your best bet.
well, then if that's the case, is there a spare blood bag that I can borrow from someone then, just to go and like this?
Mine will get you fucked up, gamer.
I don't want to get. We've got class
I
in a
have a
little bit.
normal one. I shall
Thank
share
you.
my normal one.
I appreciate that.
How many do you have there?
Oh, this is my
Kamala.
last one.
I have 4. I could easily give him 1, and that way you still have 1.
Well, this one's really old, so
Oh,
Oh,
might as well get
Fair.
this one out of the way before it goes bad. I think it was a
Yeah.
fresher.
which means that the melancholy residence that I did have previously is going to be gone, but that's fine. I can end up next time I get hungry, I'll go ahead and get that again.
Well, Rune, you're looking over your homework, realize that, wow, you did, compared to everybody else, probably overkill. maybe you just trim it down, but you know what? Maybe Critias will appreciate it. Who knows?
I hope so. Mm.
Rest of you can get your stuff ready. Get yourself a
Mm.
blood bag. Still nothing, Amala, from your family. So, you will around 7:30 Rune. You will be getting a response. Well, not a response per se, but you will be getting a message from Lee. He's going to inform you that he got into conversations with Mr. Parker. He just wants, he's just a little concerned if this guy's really that trustworthy. He doesn't really trust big executives, honestly. Are you sure about this guy?
We had a pretty good conversation. I think it's worth taking a risk.
All right, do me a favor. Roll me a social and a persuasion, I guess. You're gonna have to try to convince
Your
him.
buddy
'cause-
doesn't want to do it.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't trust this guy. No, absolutely not.
Okay. So that's gonna be. I can't awe him over the phone.
No, I think you need eye contact.
Yeah. So
There,
that's just a
unless
four.
you're- Unless you're Sven, baby. Then we
Oh
can do
my
it.
Like, let's Zoom call real quick. I need to tell you something.
Yeah.
Okay.
FaceTime.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be willpower time.
One success. Okay.
Yeah, willpower time. By the way, that one willpower I used yesterday, that came back, right?
Yeah, that's the rule I do because
Okay.
it just gets way too
So
difficult,
I say it
convoluted.
3.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that
That
was,
is awful. That's statistically pretty bad.
yeah. I think the dice roller gave us a little time in the sun and has quickly yanked it back away.
Yeah. I love it.
Uh,
Okay, well, he's gonna tell you that. Look, he's gonna test the guy. All right, I'm not gonna be willing just to jump this guy into our shit. If he is going to waste any time with them, he's gonna go slow. Sorry, boss, but he's not risking his livelihood because
Hey,
you're
I'll
feeling.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Okay. Well, We'll see if what this guy's got, but if he gets any feeling, then he's out. And if he has to leave, then he'll leave.
All right.
All right. Hopes he had a good Christmas.
I buried bodies on Christmas. I'm not.
No.
And he'll hang up. All right. Well, anything else that you guys need to do between now and getting ready for class?
Shut up. Oof.
I could go get gas.
Go get gas.
How often do you need to go ahead and get gas? Didn't you
Have
just
you ever
get
rode a
some
motorcycle?
gas last night? Yeah, I thought those were supposed to be very fuel efficient because they have so much less weight.
They are, but they only hold like a gallon, depending on how big the fucking tank is.
So I'm to assume that your motorcycle has an itty bitty undersized tank. Got it.
Oh, so let me know. A Calamity still has not returned. So the only pet you got here is Bubba, who's laying right underneath the Christmas tree.
Hey,
I'll
Bubba, who's your good buddy?
I'll probably take a good amount of time to actually notice the unique mural that was put up of all this.
Yeah, even Bubba has a little Santa hat. It's pretty cute
Aww.
in the picture. But yeah, if not, then I mean, you guys can start heading to class. That's really like the big thing you guys had for today.
Just go ahead and get cleaned up a little bit, you know.
Well, I will ask everyone what their plans after class are.
Well, Griller wants to meet up with me, and I should probably make an appearance down at the what was it called? The Scorpion Lounge again? I would know this.
What the bar that you?
Yeah,
oh, the Cobra Lounge.
The Cobra Lounge. I was close.
Yeah.
Venomous Lounge something.
It's been 6 months.
Yeah.
It's a pub. Alcohol's poison. There's some relation there.
Well, I'll
Any
say
snake juice there?
I'll ask if anyone else has any plans.
I want to make a visit to my black market buddies.
Doctor, do you need someone to go with you as an escort for something?
Oh, I'm just kind of gathering what happened. I think my sister might have killed my parents last night, so I definitely should probably go check on that at some point.
That's a very interesting Christmas present, but from what little interaction we've had with your sister,
I say that I think for sure my father is dead. My mom, we'll have to see.
I'll be happy to accompany you if there's any way I can help.
Well, I sent them a message, and it's not like they're particularly good at getting back. So I'll give it till after class till I start to worry too much.
Yeah, I'll keep my schedule open just in case.
I'll thank you.
If nothing else is needed, I'll just probably spend the day or the night researching in the library. That way you'll know where to find me.
All right. Okay.
At one moment, Theo's a little thankful that as far as he knows, he doesn't have any family because he doesn't have the complicated family bullshit that
Just make sure you don't remember then and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the biggest nail in the coffin. By leaving my background amnesiac and open-ended, it gives the storyteller pretty much license to make some shit up, which means I know that that's a can of worms that you'll dig into eventually.
I mean, I have, but some stuff's just behind the scenes as it is. Like killing Amala's parents.
Yeah, like my parents maybe died.
I'm
going to ask Rune a question while we're killing time till class. I'll ask Rune if he's any good with melee weapons.
Oh well, that's a what a quinky dink. I
You like to whip people.
I know my way around weapons of.
Are you going to be go ahead and getting your biker chains silver plated?
Well, one is, but it's probably shit. So, but getting a double dip wouldn't hurt.
Well, I'm going to see if you would be willing to teach me some melee while we're killing time till class.
All right, give me one of your swords.
Okay, well, I'll give you the one that's actually meant for fighting and not for blessing. I'll make a reference
Hey, Dirk.
that, it's like
I
that.
see how it is.
Oh, hold on. I think you're good with guns, Lynn. I don't know if you're melee. You're good with punching and guns. I'll definitely come to you for punching training.
I'm equally good with weapons of the fist and of the blade. So
See,
This gun.
completely all this outside of Theo's paradigm. He is not a he does not fight with weapons at all. I think with Theo, I'm like, the only time I've ever had to do anything is like I ripped one guy's throat out that one time. And that's pretty much it.
Gosh, yeah. All right. Well, my question for you, Rune.
Yeah.
So Amala, you have 0 in melee, correct?
Mhm.
So Rune has to have double that if he's going to
double of
Train
zero.
you.
I mean,
And
I
I'm
got
pretty
double
sure
of
is
zero.
still 0.
with a, let's see, your melee is a 3, that'll probably do it. Okay. Well, you guys can spend some time before class just getting her the basics. I mean, she's awful, just awful, unfortunately. She can handle a syringe like no one's business and a scalpel, like watch out. But when it comes to a sword, she looks silly. Yeah, she's definitely doing like what you expect from movies and fantasy novels.
Your
and things.
footwork is shit. All right, look at this. Look at my
Your
feet.
specialty is chains, but you still, know the basics, counterbalance, all of that. So you guys will be spending at least most of the time then is going to be to this if you
I
want
have
to
no
actually.
other plans, so I'm good with that.
Okay.
As long as we
Alright,
get to
so-
class on time.
Okay. All right. Amala, the costs then for your level up in melee for your first level 1 is halved. So I think for you, oh gosh.
3 to 2.
I
No,
go
it'd
down
be
to a
1.
1 or 2. Okay.
It'd be a
Ooh,
1.
That's pretty fucking good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crowley. Spend 1.
And you guys are getting experience for those rates, so it's pretty exciting. Pretty good too. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something to train for so we can get easy points.
They're like, whoa, easy points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's a skill set that, I mean, you guys know that I'm like crap with, I don't know, driving and firearms. Apparently, I've got no skill in either. So if you want to offer, but I mean,
All you have to do is ask, and I'll do like a bow with my sword that I'm borrowing.
Yeah, the only thing that you just definitely know that I seem to throw skill at, like it's going out of business, is being sneaky
I'll slap your hand with a sword. Stop.
and occultism. So I mean, I'm the sneaky sorcerer type. So if you want training in that, that's what you're gonna have to ask for.
Trade me in the larceny.
Teach me how to
That
break in.
that is something that I am good at. I can go ahead and give like a tutorial
Or if
on
anyone's-
lockpicking.
If anyone's good at subterfuge, that would also be great.
Yeah, that again would be something else I'm specialized in.
Well, okay then.
The only thing I can think about is if someone
I
could
am
give
a
me.
mixture between the party's rogue and spellcaster. Alright?
You're a trickster.
The main thing I would like help on would be academics.
You're an
Like,
arcane trickster.
sometimes I just
Well-
bury my head in a book and I just go blank.
Okay, I think we need to
That'll
move on
be-
to class because I think
Yep. But if you and Lynn do want to spend some time, you only get to pick one in the time that you have allotted. And it will, as long as you have double the amount that she has.
I
At
don't have
level,
any.
yeah, and then at level 1, it will then only cost you 1 experience to learn a new skill.
So
so.
I'm just gonna learn subterfuge then.
Well, I have 3 in subterfuge, so as long
That's
as you don't
perfect.
have anything in it, it should be fairly easy.
Yay!
Put in 1 XP token and get a point.
The
Excellent.
best way to go ahead and lie is to tell the truth, because the truth is believable all the time.
It's half truths, easiest to keep track of. Yeah, the
True.
problem with lying is you can't forget your lies. That's the big thing. That's how people catch you. You can't have your story change.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So that's rule number 1. We can get into body language another day, but
Yeah.
Rule number 1, keep your story straight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys will be making your way to class. Oh, it's so nice.
I can't. It won't let me do the spent experience.
No. It's big a pain in the butt. Okay. Well, you guys will be getting there pretty early. About 10 minutes early, you'll be arriving to your classroom. I mean, it's pretty chilly out tonight. Slush, mostly. Overcast this evening. Not too bad, though. You guys make your way. There's a decent amount of people that are out. Some Christmas decorations that have been set up. Some people's dorms, especially, look like they've been decked out. Haha, deck the halls. I mean, people seem to be in good spirits, maybe some a little drowsy from the day before, but it doesn't really seem like most people are in class. Some are, but looks like most of the students have the few days off, and they're just here hanging out, having a good time. Some seem to be studying, doing some work. It's pretty quiet. It's peaceful here today. You guys can make your way to your classroom, your philosophy class, mind you. Wink. Mhm.
Wink.
Yep. And, well, when you guys get in, most people are here. Only one who isn't here is, I'm pretty sure you guys got everyone's name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think you did. Here we go. But the only ones who aren't here today, at least yet, is Brett and Penny. They don't seem to be here yet. Brett being the one that had a lot of the teardrops, gangster style tattoos, African American man, big, strong guy, not really sociable at all. And Penny being the brouhaha that didn't really seem to care much about Masquerade, came in covered in blood. She doesn't seem to have arrived yet either. But everyone else is here. You can see Wallace is here. Bow. Of course, he's here with Ronnie, as always. Mm-hmm. And our dear, I know Amala's best friend. I'd say they're like this, but Viola King is also here, sat up where she was sat before. Looks like she's going over her notes. She too has some decent amount of paperwork, like an essay that she's written for her homework as she's going over it. No sign of Critias yet either. You guys can get to your seats, get yourself comfortable. Where are you guys sitting? Same spots as before?
I am.
Yeah. And you said Penny was the girl that was covered in blood that didn't seem to care about the Masquerade.
Yeah, she's not here yet. Yeah.
I'll sit in the same seat I did last time. See if she ends up snubbing me and sitting elsewhere or sits right next to me. We'll see. It'll be a gauge to whether or not she even considers me an equal or something along those lines. Because she did go ahead and cheat off my notes and left with some intel that she wouldn't have gleaned normally. So.
All right. Well, yeah, you guys get to your seats, get your homework out. Viola is going to look towards you, Amala. She'll wish you a good evening. She hopes that your holidays were peaceful. Hers was.
Oh, I'll tell her mine was rambunctious as they typically tend to be.
She tells you, of course. She's not really paying much more mind. Brett does show up, as he's gonna sit to where he was before, pretty close to where Ronnie is. It doesn't look like he never really brings anything, notes, nothing. He just comes, sits. Still no sign of Penny as it hits 10 o'clock. And as soon as it does, door's gonna open on up. And, well, our teacher's gonna be coming in.
So Penny's a no-show altogether.
Seems so.
As if Penny's...
well, that's not surprising.
Nope. I got the La Sombra are trying to take over with their shadows.
There's a finger. Oh.
You know what? Good enough. It's probably gonna fall. I don't care. Wonderful. All right, well, he comes into the classroom as he is going to the chalkboard, and he is going to write down, can society exist without government, without law? Is anarchy possible? And he's going to take a seat in the corner as he is going to call up Viola to present her case. She stands on up, brushes off her clothes as she takes her notes with her. And as she gets up there, Critias is going to tell her to keep it to just a few words, please. She says, of course. A society will live, but society will not. Humans, both living and not, require structure, herding. Society is order and authority. Anarchy is disorder and mobocracy. Jeez. If we let the anarchs destroy society, then a society of broken societies that deplete our food sources will prevail instead. Critias just motions for her to take a seat. We'll call up Mr. Harris, Ronnie Harris. Ginger, unfortunately not too attractive of a man, but could be worse. Could have been a Nosferatu. He's gonna get his way up. Still has his kindred veterinarian scrubs on. If I've learned anything as a vet, I know that people need guidance. They always know what they want, but never what they need. He looks towards Critias. Critias just looks at him as he'll go and take a seat. He'll ask for Rune to come up.
No. Okay.
Go off.
I'll go up. My homework over so I can actually read it. Okay.
I wrote mine down as we were fighting the ghosts earlier.
All right. Get my little notepad out and I'll read in front of the class. The question depends on how someone defines anarchy. Societies in and of themselves are made from individuals who agree on traditions or laws. So if you describe anarchy as no law, then no, because society is based off that idea of law or common interest. If you describe anarchy in terms of minimal or limited government, then it's possible. Some could make an argument that the country was founded on anarchistic ideals. Thomas Jefferson said the spirit of...
Oh my god, he said a
my
few words, and here comes a paragraph.
Thomas Jefferson said that every citizen should be a soldier. That was the case with the Greeks and Romans, and that must be the way of every free state. Edmund Burke said that freedom and not servitude is the cure of anarchy. That's my speech.
It's very abrupt at the end.
He nods. And he'll motion
Oh,
for you to take
of
a
course.
seat.
Bow, 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 bow.
Not fair.
All right, he'll ask for Mr. Winters. Oh, I mean, he doesn't go up to the front. He just stands up in his chair. Yeah, I mean, he says as long as people have access to good times, anything is possible.
Hey.
He's going to take a seat. Looks pretty proud of himself.
Oh, I should have gave him help on his homework.
Oh,
All right, he is going to call for Lynn.
all right. She's gonna go up. She doesn't really have any paper. She would probably just say this off the fly, but perhaps not a government per se. But nature shows us that there must always be a hierarchy within a group of people. In the family and a pact, there must always be a leader, the strongest either in character or physical prowess. So maybe not officially, but instinctually, There must always be a leader.
He'll nod. Motion for you to take a seat. He'll call for Theo.
Go ahead, step up. I believe anarchy is possible in a small group of specialists. I mean, it's a small group of generalists. But when you get to a large enough group of any entity, specialists emerge to be able to do skilled tasks. And those specialists, because they spend that time becoming skilled at one thing or another, often lack the capability to control everything a generalist would. And therefore, rules, civilization naturally begins to form. You don't expect a town guard to also be your skilled cobbler. And in that point, laws of man start naturally forming.
Nods. He'll call for Brett Wilson. Man stands up, goes up front. He too doesn't really have any paper. Of course it can. I see it every fucking day. If you think we live in a state of order, you're either blind or dense. And he's gonna go take a seat. Prettiest call for Amala.
I'll go ahead and walk to the front. And I will say that unfortunately, in the profession I am, people need to be governed. People know, as someone has stated before me, what they want, not what they need. And sometimes those wants are unrealistic and go against the needs of what they need. I've had people on my operating table whose hearts have exploded in 3 valves that want more time, but they need to be in surgery. And unfortunately, they don't know what they want or need in that moment, and they've died for it. I think for a successful society, they need to be governed.
All right. Motion for you to take a seat.
That was, I'm sorry, out of character. That was a very good job of pretending to be a Ventru, too. I applaud Taylor for having Amala come off that way. That was good.
Well, he's going to stand up in front of the class as he's going to erase the question. And he's going to write a name up on the board. Kevin Jackson.
Does that ring any bells?
Wait, that's the prince.
Yeah, it's the prince.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Well, he's going to, and that's it. He doesn't mention anything more of your homework. He's moving on. And he is going to start speaking about Kevin Jackson, who is indeed the current Prince of Chicago. Kevin Jackson, also known as Paladin, is a Ventru, child of Lodin, the previous Prince of Chicago. Kevin Jackson became Prince of Chicago after his sire was destroyed during the War of Chicago. The War of Chicago is the name of a series of battles waged between many factions of Cainite and Garu in the city of Chicago around 1993. The young Ventru rising star played his part during the war. Upon arriving to Lodin's secured haven, he found not only Sabat, but also scores of werewolves murdering his Camarilla peers. Jackson took the offense and earned his nickname of Paladin. He grabbed a broadsword out of the wall to hold off the invading forces, slaying the pack leader during the scuffle. And it was sometime later, the Ventru and Gangrel silently united to broker a new peace treaty with the Garu that firmly delineated the vampire and werewolf territories. He gets interrupted by a piercing ring of fire alarms, causing several students to jump in their seats. And almost immediately, the door is going to swing open as a handsome young black man stands in the doorway. Panic is on his face. Professor, we got intruders on the campus. You watch as Critias's face darkens, and it fills the room with this extreme intensity as he looks each of you dead in the eye. He says, show no cowardice and serve your prince well. Like lightning, Critias is gone from the room.
I'm gonna put on my best, since
There's some merits right there. Can't read them.
Yeah. That was a lot of really high merits.
Nah, it was only like 1 and 2 dots. It was a lot of merits.
Well, Viola's gonna look towards you, Doctor. She's gonna tell you, take my word for it. Getting shot is miserable. Good luck. And she's going to leave. She's not rushing or anything. She's just walking out the building. I mean, Wallace kind of looking over at Ronnie, just like, I can play him some tunes. Bow, I mean, Ronnie, poor guy. What the poor guy? What's he gonna do?
You two
We'll let
don't
them
get
know.
fucking shot.
Yeah. If they just want to hang out in the back, or if they want to leave, now's a great time.
Oh, I mean, Wallace is gonna ask if you heard the man. He's not gonna show no cowardice. I just think it's gonna be his best performance yet. He's gonna drag Ronnie along.
Are you gonna provide the boss music?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there we have our bard.
All right, well, he needs to light up a cigarette if he's gonna do this. So I have to change the music to bow, I guess, but sure. Yeah, I mean, really, the only one that seems to be going out with purpose is Brett. I mean, he's just making his way on out, and if he gets to smash some face, sounds good to him. We'll see who it is, though.
Yeah, as I
What are you
said,
folks doing?
my tier 1 abyss mysticism shadow out as a scout, identify, report back where the hostiles are. I'm disappearing and basically going out the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we should stay with the very large man. We'll have more success in a group anyway.
Agreed.
Mhm.
So,
Lynn,
how many
shotgun.
people think that Penny did this? Show of hands. The only person not here today when the violence happens. No, just me.
Possibly. No, I'm fine with like murdering Penny if it turns out to be. I don't like that person very much.
Well, I don't think she'll be here. That was kind of the point of her.
Probably
being
not.
asked.
No, I would assume no.
But I think your theory that she may have been Sabat is correct now.
You know what makes me sad? The reason why I want to go see the black market people is because she wanted to get a sniper rifle.
Oh,
No.
now here we are. Well, I do need a favor from Theo. I need you to roll me your abyss mysticism. I want to see how good of a scout it's gonna be. I'm kind of curious.
Okay, so what is it? Abyss mysticism and occult then?
Yeah, and a
What?
mental.
Okay, abyss mysticism, occult, and a mental.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
Give
that's
it all
gonna
to
be-
me because I need to see how good.
And
it's
this
gonna
is this is not going to be blood magic as well. I'm assuming.
do. No.
Or okay,
No,
let's see
not-
here.
not right
So
now.
that would be. That's going to be some dice. I'm going to say that if I'm including a mental, occult, and abyss mysticism, that's going to be a lot of dice. So
Good.
4 plus another 3 plus another 2. So what's that? 9?
9.
Yep.
Sorry, so you're
Like
just-
I said, I'm the sneaky spellcaster.
Woo!
And the dice roller is a piece of shit.
Yeah, willpower is always an option.
You know, I think I'm going to have to spend a willpower at this point.
That was what, 2 successes out of all that.
Yeah. So how many rerolls do I get? 3?
3.
Nice
Yay.
lollipop, by the way.
Out of 9 dice, how many 2s were there?
Stop, Doctor. Please.
3.
Okay, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Much
Better.
better.
I remember
That
when
was-
I
I think
re-rolled with
that's-
willpower and I failed every single one.
You know,
That's like
I think
the
that was
opposite.
I think that's a well spent willpower at that point.
Yeah.
They're just trying
Okay.
to make sure that people who pay on Patreon
So
aren't getting special
that-
treatment.
that's-
Right.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are making your way, it sounds like you want to follow Brett Wilson.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, he looks like a Bruja.
He seems
This
like a
guy's
tank.
muscles.
Like
yeah.
a
With
dip
a tank.
back whip out.
And-
He's
and
got
if-
teardrops. I mean, this guy knows what's up. So, you guys are following after him then. Wallace and Ronnie will probably be sticking with him as well.
Hmm.
Viola, you're not sure where she went. Penny never even showed up.
Mhm.
as you guys are making your way out, heading outside, so you guys are on the top 2 floors, you're going to have to head down. By the time you guys get to the ground floor, your scout's going to be returning, Theo. There are assailants, it seems like they're attacking a lot of different sides of the campus, but the closest ones to you folks are in the courtyard.
I'm going to be, since I've been following Brett this entire time, I'm going to, because I can maintain my invisibility as long as I only speak a whisper, I'm going to whisper in his ear the intel that I just got. Hey, Brett, this is Theo. This is where they're at. Basically just relay what I've found so far.
I mean, you're going to hear him under his breath. He just, like, mumbles fucking voodoo shit as he's going. And as you guys start making your way down, you will start hearing, getting louder, pop, 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 sounds of gunshots that are going to be echoing as it gets louder, louder. And, well, people are going to start making their way just into cover. The alarms are going off, kind of blurring out a lot of the noise, but you're going to hear people just screeching as they're getting in the building as you guys are trying to get out, get cover. It seems like they do at least have a strategy, and, well, this is America, of an active shooter. So everyone's just getting into classrooms and locking up the doors. People are just going to push past you, panicked. Yeah, I mean, you guys make your way out, and, well, this is actually pretty nice. They do have a strategy, and maybe now that you guys see the other side of the curtain, there's a reason why. But the outside's pretty clear, and thank God, because now that you can hear the shots getting outside, it's even much louder. You'll see down on the other side of, they have like the student walkway where most of the time like golf carts, that kind of things runs through. On the other side, close to where the fountain is, that's where the gunshots seem to be coming from. And you'll be seeing like the sparks, and man, do these people don't look totally like people. They look like Wolverine, but much, much hairier than that. I mean, maybe, as you've heard, there is like a more animalistic kind of vampire called Gangrel.
That we had to deal with earlier.
Yeah.
So
well,
they kind of look like that, but the thing is, they look more bestial than they do animalistic. Something about them. And you can hear, they sound to be enjoying this. They cackle, they laugh as they're just shooting down poor people that didn't get out of the way in time. All right, well, it looks like Brett is just charging right through. He's going head first, doesn't really seem to care. And it's not until that he starts charging his way that you're going to see why. This guy moves fast, extremely fast. Inhumanly so. I mean, a little bit better than Olympic sprinter this guy is moving. So you guys aren't going to be able to keep up with him for, unless you guys can mimic this, much longer. What are the rest of you doing? Because Wallace is going to start playing. That's what he's going to do.
Hell yeah.
I got you.
I am going to rely on Brett being the attention magnet that he is going to be, and using that fire is going to focus on him, which means that there's going to be openings where there's not going to be gunfire happening at all. At which point, that's going to allow me to go ahead, and I'm simply doing what is absolutely necessary. In other words, I am turning my one shadow that's going to go ahead and that can be used as a weapon, and I'm basically taking off trigger fingers. I'm going to go through Nick, move on to the next person. Nick, as long as they don't have a finger to pull a trigger, then they're not shooting a gun.
Okay. You'll probably have to get a bit closer, but that's absolutely possible. Rest of you?
I was thinking, Lynn's gonna throw the shotgun back over to Rune and just say, like, I'm not too, like, I'm gonna stay a little bit further away than the range of a shotgun. I'm gonna get down on one knee, use Cloak of Shadows so they can't see me, and then just start using the pistol that Crowley gave me originally, and start knocking heads.
Alright, well,
I'm going for the less than lethal approach, and freaking Lynn's like, I'm ripping a hole through their
You're
cranium.
going for the less lethal on the school
cowardice.
shooters.
They're shooting people.
Well, yeah,
before I do anything, I'd like to roll Bloodhound to see what these guys smell like.
Absolutely.
She's
As-
getting rid of a threat before it can become too much more dangerous.
As a mental awareness and Bloodhound, right?
Correct. Yeah.
That'd be
Sorry.
6.
See, here I'm trying to be too nice of a guy again. Apparently, I'm just
Yes.
not monstrous enough.
How dare you call Lynn
3
monstrous?
successes.
I'm not calling her monstrous. I'm just saying that.
Well, first things first. Choleric through and through their blood. They do seem to be, yes, vampires, jacked up on, choleric. Not ghouls, definitely some sort of vampire. Their scent, besides that, they do have this funky smell about them. More so like it sticks to them. Like maybe they've been, okay, you guys have, hung out in some pretty gross places before, like when you're moving the bodies and the stench just kind of sticks to you. They do have this strange medicinal, I don't know, it's strange odor that sticks to them. But besides that, I mean,
So it
definitely
smells like
some
they've
sort
been
of
jacked on
vampire.
something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Alright.
sleeping inside an apothecary.
Well, they're definitely vampires because I was wondering, they're pretty furry. Silver? No. Okay. I'm going to try and keep up with the big boy.
How many of them are there?
Go ahead and roll me a wits, a resolve, actually. A resolve and awareness. See if you can tell from here. At least in this area. Immediately, what you can see is at least 4.
So we'll make short work of that.
No cowardice.
We have numbers.
Yep. I mean, for the most part. At least from what we can see. So I am, going to try to stay with the big... Yeah. I don't know where Lynn went, but it looks like she took a knee. So I'm assuming she's chilling back here.
And Theo is going to Theo.
You just hear a pistol go off right next to you.
Honestly, I'm probably going to chill back here with these folks in case anyone comes to the back line. Lynn might need support. I don't think these two are really fighters, and I'm more of a healer, so I'm going to hang out in the back.
Sword.
There's 2 big dudes charging in. I think I'd be more of a liability at this point.
All right. Well, with your guys' turn, then I'm gonna need Theo. Go ahead and roll me your Abyss Mysticism. Lynn, if you're gonna be popping some shots, go ahead and roll me your firearms. Crowley, you're charging in. You are not nearly as fast, fortunately, as Brett. He's moving with just strange, intense speed.
I think someone has what's the fast one? I forget what it's called.
Celerity.
Yeah, celerity.
Okay, so that's
Probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you can at least, run. And the thing is, I mean, their attention is turning towards the guy that's supercharged speeding them. So they're shooting bullets. And that is in your direction. So you're going to do me a favor then. Roll me a dexterity and athletics.
So with the Abyss Mysticism, is that still full mental and occult on top of Abyss Mysticism? Or do you want me to roll something else?
Just a mental and Abyss Mysticism now.
Just a mental and Abyss Mysticism?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is...
Sorry, the other one was just a specific kind of roll I needed.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I was not over-rolling here.
I got you. Thank you.
I think someone lost a hand.
Ooh.
All right. And ET...
2 out of 4.
Because they're not expecting me. I'm going to catch at least the first one unawares.
Wait, Mel, how long is it going to take before you actually make an account so we can tell your name apart?
There's 2 people that needs to do it.
Come on.
I know Taylor has a opponent either. What?
You gotta tell your numbers apart.
Okay, well, I got 2 9s, an 8, 2 5s, and a 2. So, and of course, they are definitely not focused on me, so that might affect the difficulty level.
Okay. Well, Brett charges in. Gunsnatcher, shooting towards him, and he is extremely fast. Has something that you've seen that Lynn has, as he's really easily able to dodge bullets.
Hmm.
This guy's like a walking tank, honestly. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can even tell. It looks like they all missed him, especially Crowley, as you have to like, oh shit, do some dodging with just the spares that shoot. You will see, since you are charging in this battle, they show no fear, which, hey, Critias would expect, but thing is, though, they also don't show intelligence. They just seem to be so jacked up on blood, and man, God, as you get closer, that medicinal smell is going to start turning your stomach. God, it makes you feel a little nauseous, but nothing that, is impeding at the moment. And since they are just so jacked up, their shots are a little reckless. With just the dodging, it seems they can't really think ahead. They're just shooting, and I mean, they don't show any fear. In fact, they seem to be enjoying it as they just let out these mad cackles. But their attention is now focused at you. So since Brett's in the way, yeah, you're not going to get hit with any Crowley in the moment. E.T., you do aim at one, and they are still vampires. I mean, you give that shot, and you know that was perfectly aligned on the head. But I mean, its furry head just like moves insanely fast and super unnaturally. Now, Lynn, you're an old vampire. You think you know what these are, or at least who they belong to. You've never seen a Sabbat, but you've heard about them. Boogeymen, I guess, of Vampire Camarilla Society. They're not necessarily anarchs. They really believe that we're monsters, so we should be allowed to be monsters. They love just showing their superhuman strength and ability to humans, and well, I mean, as you've seen, they have no problem just mowing them down. They mean nothing to these people. For you, Theo, it's hard to tell from this distance, but you are going to see one that's going to have to switch hands with his gun. So quickly switch. So you're like, I think it worked. Doctor, are you just chilling and waiting? Or do you want to use like your eye? Anything you want to do?
I'll use my eye to see if I can try to find more that are hiding or anything like that.
All right, give me your sight beyond sight, please.
With yours.
Bow, bow. Don't worry, guys.
It's bop. It's a bop.
Bow, bow. I got you.
One, the dice roller still hates me, it seems.
Oh, yes. Hey, you got 3 threes, so that's something.
Okay. Your eye just doesn't open, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try, and it definitely is kind of the ones where you have to force it. It's really hard to focus with all these gunshots and chaos behind you. And also the guy that's playing in the back is super cute, so. No? I tried. But fortunately, nothing yet.
Well, then I guess for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead and keep eyes out behind us, make sure none are sneaking on up behind us. So mental and awareness, or wits. Resolve. Hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah. 2 10s and a success.
It's pretty good.
Can't hear a word.
Yep. Basically waiting to make sure we don't get flanked or anything.
Okay, alright. Okay. I mean, will this work? Poor Bonnie. Well, since you are there, Doctor, and, I mean, he's a vet. He's not totally a doctor. But Ronnie's going to say something to you. Oh, it's free. I don't have to. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. He's going to lean over to you, and he's going to say in your ear, a little loud through the gunshots, but he's going to tell you that and all he really can tell is that there is something wrong with their beasts. That's all he can tell, though.
I'll have to try to roll another sight beyond sight on my next turn and maybe do better than a 1.
That is so funny. I can try. I'm gonna... do I want to? I really don't want to draw their attention. I'm not gonna lie. Shit.
Show no cowardice was the command given.
Hey, just you. He's a vet.
Yeah. But
No. No, it's all... I mean, he already did what he had to do. But no, I'll try. You know what? It's manipulation and... Okay.
I will at least pass the message up the chain.
swear to God, if
Lynn
this
in front of me that
works.
something seems to be wrong with their beasts.
Yeah, I can smell that.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Oh God, that's horrible. That's great for me. Ugh. Oh,
Which you are we referring to? The one that's on our side or the one that's playing all the villains?
yeah.
It's storyteller speak. So until she tells us exactly what happens, we just have to sit here and
Well,
wait.
all right. So, I mean, Ronnie, he's sensing something with their beast. Wallace is playing his song, and you see, it looks like he like jacks up something to his bass that makes it a little bit louder as he's playing and going. And you're watching some of the Sabat are kind of like looking over, and they seem to be like jiving with it a little bit. I mean, it looks so absurd because they're still like shooting, but they seem to be jiving with it. Wallace seems to find it the funniest thing ever. He's like, I tried. Cool.
Why is this just reminding me of like the Wild West where it's like they're just like
Yeah, they're definitely
Alright.
they're definitely in a partying mood. I just don't know if I'm cool with their type of party.
I tried. Awesome. Crowley, do me a favor, roll me a Dex and Athletics as they are shooting
Another
at you
one.
as
Oh,
you
boy.
are coming now in, and Brett's getting physical.
Let's get physical. Physical.
Yeah, baby, that's another 2. You know what?
Okay.
I will power the bitch.
again?
He heard the venture.
I won't get shot. Not yet.
Could also blood surge, but it only gives you 1 extra, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
It's kind of funny. Like Crowley over here is using so many. of his,
baby, that's what we're
But
talking
it's-
about.
it was worth it, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
2
Sing
tens.
that song too. I wouldn't use.
But it's like
Okay.
he's able to do that. Character like me, because of this blood thing that keeps that randomly
You want to
attacking
keep the
me, it's like,
willpower in reserve.
I have to.
I'm gonna take a nap
Yeah.
after this.
That's going to make it easier to save you at the end. So you won't be the final boss, just the monster in you will be.
All right. Rune.
So don't kill me.
Yeah, I mean, these Sabat are jiving. I mean, they're now really having a good time, but it's not like it really, buffs them or anything. They just look ridiculous and creepy as fuck. They're still shooting. Now focus between you and you're getting a better look. There's actually 5 here in total. 2 of them seem to be preoccupied with shooting Wilson. 2 are preoccupied with shooting you. And 1 just seems to be at least shooting. Oh, you can see it looks like shooting another poor human. Looks like a young girl, probably. She's probably like a freshman in college, if you had to guess. He gave like the whole double tap and everything.
Fucking monster.
But you're able to dodge the
I
shots.
kill that guy.
You're able to dodge the 2 that shoot at you. Pretty easily. They're really just in this berserk, weird craze. You're getting closer as that stench is. Oh, that's all you can smell at this point. Even the choleric has been overpowered. Well, Brett has come in and he hits with an impact. And he seems to be fisticuffs, like once again, he seems to be pretty brouhaha. As he hits, I mean, it sounds like bones crack as he smacks into it. And I mean, the Sabat really just seem to find this humorous, as his jaw now looks to be completely broken and like crooked. Already they look like monsters, but now it's just like stretched and snapped it's now making just weird noises through its mouth. And you see a little bit of like spittle that comes out, and it has a strange color to it as it does. You said you wanted to target somebody, but you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, are any of them wearing armor? Sorry, what?
Did you wear armor when you went
No,
to
I
class?
am. I'm asking if they are.
Oh, I don't know. Did anyone wear armor to class?
I did.
Oh, I took mine out and put it on when this was all starting.
I meant the
Fell on my
vampires,
hair.
the bad ones.
Ah,
Oh, the Sabat guys.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, doesn't seem so. They seem to be just in normal, like, gangster street clothes.
See, I'm just debating whether to use lethal body or my fucking whip, because this is the first real combat we've had.
Well, they're vampires. They're juiced up on something that's causing their beats to go crazy, and they're likely Sabat. I would say go for as lethal as you can, unless
I
you're
think with lethal body, since I have opponent's level 2, it ignores 2 armor, and it does aggravated health damage to mortals, but I don't know if that applies to vampires.
Pick something and go with it.
Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my friend over here. I'm gonna lethal body a bitch in the face.
Heck yeah.
In the face?
Yes, yes. He wants to see how well
I want to see if I can break the job better than the other guy.
True
I saw you smash. Here, let me show you how I smash.
Let me surge real quick. That's a success. Okay.
So the question becomes, does the head stay attached to the body?
Right.
Lethal body, baby.
That's a few successes there, Crowley.
It's 5.
Okay. All right. Wow, you come in. I mean, you saw it as you're like, I could do better. You come in. I mean, it sounded like you wanted to go for the one that was just shooting. In a sense, it's up to you though.
If I can get to them, yeah.
Absolutely. You're gonna punch him right in the face. You're going for the jaw since you do want to see, and it looks like, I mean, you hit it. You hear that snap pop as it just dislocates once more and hangs there. This one's like tongue also flops out. And you now see up close, yeah, like the saliva that comes out is this strange tint of green, maybe?
Oh.
Ugh, it's strange. But no, I mean, it looks like you about the same, jacked up his jaw, head spinning, but really
I think our friends here have been sucking on werewolf blood.
But it doesn't seem to really have, much of an effect. Sabat still wants to keep swinging and fighting, not really showing much pain from the impact. Theo, I know Lynn stepped out, but Taylor, what are you guys going to be doing for your turn? Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that's just been shot nearby I can go to and start applying medical aid to? See if I can start helping some of the poor sons of bitches that have gotten hit in the crossfire?
It's mostly who are worst right now. Because all your friends seem to be okay. Your Bruja's up top. If Brett got shot, you can't even tell. It looks like Crowley's okay. Or Room, excuse me. It's really the poor mortals.
That's what I meant.
That are, yeah. You can find a few that seem to be playing dead. You can tell like their leg has been shot and they're just not moving. That you can run to. One seems to be, if you had to guess, boy's probably about your sister's age, late 20s. If you had to guess. I mean, blood is pouring out of his leg and he's just laying there. It looks like he's in complete shock and his body and brain have just shut down. He did just see literal monsters.
All right. Well, I rolled my medicine. And lucky I got 2 10s and a success, so solid 5 on that medicine check. I'm going to go ahead and try to stop the bleeding. I'm going to try to at least get him coherent enough to get to where we have people, where I know where Lynn is, and the other 2 for now, start getting people over that direction.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you stop the bleeding, you patch it up as you get the guy out, and he's, once again, just in just surreal state where he'll do whatever you say. I mean, if you tell him to push and run, he does. It's going to be a limp, but the adrenaline going through this guy's body doesn't really pay much mind to it as he's going to get himself to safety. Unfortunately, with your medicine check, you can tell that some of these aren't savable. Not unless you had necromantic abilities. So you're going to have to see if you can find someone else that still is kicking.
Can I possibly use Healing Touch on any of them?
If you can find someone, unfortunately Healing Touch too, they have to be alive. So if you can find someone who's still alive, whether they be unconscious or whatever.
Maybe you shoot the bad people still shooting people.
I am shooting them, but I mean, Lynn does want to save those that can still be saved. It might.
How about
be
you
a
save the
very
people
much
still in
time-
danger first?
Okay, I'm just saying, like those lives might be.
Do
very
whatever you want to do.
It's your turn.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I'm just the doctor, man. It's not like I'm doing any fighting.
Yeah.
Got 1 point in sword.
I mean, the thing is, though, her
Hey, if someone
shots don't
sneaks up
seem to
on
be
us.
doing any difference because they're able to juke out of the way as
Well,
well. Still,
do you have any other skills besides shooting that you can lean on? As I recall, you are very fast.
I can't be.
Boy.
They can't dodge if the gun's pressed against their forehead.
That's true.
I mean, I guess I could get up close and personal to him. The whole reason why I was a little bit farther away, though, was so I could use the Cloak of Shadows thing. So, because that goes off as soon as I start moving.
Just dodge.
Fine.
Pretty easy.
Alrighty.
I'm sure I probably
Yeah.
could have even done it with just the 2, maybe.
She's gonna start running around then and trying to actually shoot them point blank then.
Yes. Violence.
All right, go ahead and give me your firearms.
Big numbers, big numbers. Oh,
That's a 10 and then a success.
All right.
See how the weighted dice do.
They have not been doing me any favors today, I'll tell you what.
yeah, that's nice. That's nice for once.
Yeah.
Okay. You get up a little bit closer to him. Still behind cover as you're gonna move around, and you go to shoot. And as you shoot, you see the fountain is beginning to bubble, and it's strange. It's very faint. You can tell the fountain is going, but in the pool, I don't know, just something's a little off about it. You just notice it as you shoot. A Sabat moves easily out of the way once more as you're like, fuckers. I need you to do me a favor, Lynn. Will you roll me one of your favorite rolls? Your willpower and 1/3 of your humanity rounded down, which I think
See,
is 2.
this is why I can't use my willpower ever.
Yeah, I know.
Ever.
Okay, so willpower
Out comes calamity.
and humanity. Kind of down. So that's 9, right?
Come on, dice roller.
Whoa!
No.
All right.
Yeah, screw you,
let's
storyteller.
go.
Not today.
I've been trying so hard. You miss. You give that fucker as you feel your beast just pull, and it seems to want to draw you and come out, take control as you're like, whoa. I mean, you push back. This has happened a few times. It's not totally unheard of, but man, the force that it came with, and your attention is just really seem to be focused on whatever's going on with that fountain. It too, your beast is full focused on. I think. Oh, and Thea, what were you doing with your turn?
Well, I mean, there was one that got one-handed. If that one's still up and running, it's losing the other hand now.
Okay, go ahead and give me.
Yeah,
a
I
roll.
am literally going to disarm him if I have to. So same roll again.
Yeah, so they're just rolling. I think it's just based on there.
Okay,
The
so
Zeke at
that's
that's good.
I'm yeah. Well, I mean, I got 2 1s and I got 2 10s.
The ones don't
And then
matter
it's-
for most things.
Yeah, but
Unless
I'm
you're
not hungry.
frenzying. So
Yeah, so that's 2 10s and a success. So
Okay.
unless he's
Wow.
going to put the gun in his mouth and pull the trigger with his tongue, I think he's out of business.
Yeah, I mean, you watch as like also loses his fingers is. It really just doesn't seem to care much, and is now just seem to want to use the weapon just to start, beating, headbutting in a sense, or butting, is that what you call it, the gun? Just going now to melee. I mean, you just see it's like smooth, doesn't even seem to phase as they just go, okay, move on. It's, I mean, they're losing fingers, breaking jaws like it's nothing.
Okay, then. So the next is a kneecap that's going to have to go. He can't do melee if he can't move around.
Just kill him at this point.
Are you just? Is this gonna be like, oh, it is but a flesh wound. I have no limbs.
Well,
Get
the thing is,
steel artery right behind the knee.
Rune, will you do me a favor? Now that you're in physical combat, I need you to roll me any physical, honestly,
physical.
and a brawl.
This is something I'm good at.
I hope so, Bruja.
1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'll surge. If that's okay, after the fact.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
I succeed. I fail.
Oh, well, at least you're not hungry.
Can we switch the two?
Nope.
you'd rather be hungry if it meant another success.
Okay. Now that you're in combat with them, there are two that are gonna jump on you. The first one just completely whiffs. As you're in combat with them, you're really good at this one-on-one. You have no problems, and you'll notice that they seem to be not really going for like a strike, but more so like a grab. And as you notice this, another one just quickly jumps in, which you're not expecting, and does go for an attack. You are going to take 2 your armor, 2 superficial.
Okay. So that's 1 dot, right?
Well, it goes // so it's
Slash.
2. Yeah, it's, and armor doesn't take aggravate. It doesn't work that way when it's
Okay, so it's just down 1 dot. So it's 3.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I already rolled for Brett. All right, you are gonna watch. I mean, now that they're in physical combat, it seems like now most of them have dropped the gun act and now are just going in for either a hit or a grab. You're gonna watch one grab onto Brett and try to like move him, and you'll see that they're trying to move him at least towards the fountain, it looks like. And yes, he does like step with it, but I mean, he just boom, like right in the side as it, drops out, and you hear like the gasp as it then just laugh fills. Super, super eerie about it. Poor one doesn't even have any fingers, but you could try, buddy. One does still shoot just point blank. Unfortunately, that one, it looks like it hits Brett. But, I mean, you're going to hear just more so just like a grunt from him in the combat. It's so hard to tell from you guys in the back, really, in the chaos. And even with you, Rune, in it, it's hard to see. But you can see that Brett does seem to have at least a wound that he's bleeding from. That takes everybody else. What are you all doing in the back?
I'm going to sight beyond sight again. Got to do it last round.
Okay.
3 successes. A little bit better.
All right. Your eye does open reluctantly. As it opens, you see everything's the same around you with some slight differences. The Sabbat that are fighting up front, it's pretty nasty, but they look so much more wrigglier than they did before. Not like gelatinous, but it's like they don't even fully have bones as they kind of wiggle about. And you really, even from this distance, can see just liquid. It looks like it's their sweat, their saliva, the blood, all of it has this icky green tinge to it. And your eye focuses to the fountain. And as soon as it does, your eye is going to bleed. It's more like a tear and close before you really get to see much else.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell everyone to make sure they stay away from the fountain. That's doing some.
Yeah, I was gonna make that point.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'll see if there's anyone else I can go apply medical aid to and try to help.
Okay. Unless you want to get a little bit closer to the chaos, from here, the few people that are laid out don't seem to be moving. You can try to go and see if they have a pulse or what, or it's up to you what you want to do in this chaos. And I mean, you know that there's things going around the campus. It's not just here, so it's up to you.
Yeah, we
Mountain
need to
Lord
stay
is
with where
hungry.
people are, yeah. Yeah, I'll just. What would I roll to check to see if any of the people that are down near me-
Medicine.
Yeah, medicine.
Yeah.
All right.
Methinks it's time to start cutting hammies.
Four successes.
Doesn't matter if they keep on trying to do stuff if they can't move.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, it's up to you. If you want to go to straight murder mode now, but
Well, no,
They seem-
hamstringing them won't kill them. It will just make it so they can't walk. And if they can't walk, they can't drag people to the fountain.
I love it. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Go for it.
I would like
the
it.
Follow Night prophecies.
Hey, I got a question. So that brawl that the evil person did on me, did that use up my?
Nope. It does
Okay,
not use
'cause-
up your turn. It uses up theirs. So unfortunately, you just.
Okay, because you
go
said that
back
deals
forward.
with everyone up front, so I was like, "Is my turn over?" 'Cause
Oh, I meant the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
that's where I got confused.
Yeah, no, you still have your turn. All right. Well, for you, Doctor, for your role, you have to go a little bit more to the danger zone as you quickly check the people nearby that there's way too much blood. Even a quick glance, like the signs of death, all blood outside of body. Yeah, you kind of see that going on. So you move on, and you will find there is one woman there who's just laying there gasping for breath. You move her closer to some cover. You just kind of like grab her and very carefully move her. Luckily, it seems like between the chaos up front and them kind of jiving out to some music, they don't seem to notice you. You're also kind of getting the sense that they're really they have no plan. They have maybe not even a goal. You're not sure what the hell you're looking at here. And it looks like she's been shot, unfortunately, in the intestinal region. It looks like from where the bullet is, maybe in the large intestine. And yeah, she had some pretty bad internal bleeding. So there's really only so much you can do. She needs to get to a hospital if she's gonna make it.
I feel horrible dancing while you're talking about somebody's intestines.
It's
Bow,
good music. Thanks, Wallace.
Bow, bow. That's all I got.
Alright.
Woo, I'm a
Hey,
slight
Wallace, this might be in bad
distraction.
taste.
Slight distraction. That's all I got. Woo!
Well,
Thin
then
blood.
there's only one proper thing to do here. No one's paying any attention to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal or touch this lady while she's in shock, and basically she'll be fine. She'll live. I don't have to roll. I just take a hunger. It's just it's a 1-for-1. I can even cure mortal wounds. So you're welcome, lady.
Oh, is that like a
All
knife
right.
straight to your heart? Ah, no worries. I got it.
Doctor's here.
All right. Well, I mean, you're going to be using your salubri magics. Now, you know what? I'll leave it open to you. Very commonly with Healer's Touch, what salubri do is when you use a discipline that requires blood, you cry it out. Most salubri, when they use a Healer's Touch, is they use that blood that cries out to heal. Is that your method, or did you have any other spruce up that you had in mind? But that's the norm.
I mean, since I don't feed the blood to the person for the most part, it's you just press it up against them. No, unfortunately, I would love to do that. That's the preferred method, but I am going to have to basically just cut my hand and rub my bloody hand in her intestines to heal it up. There are a lot of people around, so the more blood I smear on me, the better.
Love it. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you get the blood as you press it on the wound, and you'll watch as it begins to heal itself. The bullet that was lodged and the shrapnel just... It's pretty nasty. It's not like it pops out. It more so like it's pushed out with the blood. Yeah, as you can take the pieces. With the doctor, even help it pull the rest out as you heal and patch up the rest of it. All right. I still have Theo, Rune, Lynn. What are you guys doing?
I'll let the hand boy go first.
And he's going to be punching for his turn, so that's really what he does. And he's basically focused on the one that he already hit, trying to take it down. He's convinced, you know what? Two's all he needs, so we'll see. But whatever you guys want to do, let me know.
I'm gonna just simply holler, "Go for their legs! If they can't walk, they can't fight."
Can I send some arrows to their knees?
Yeah, end their adventuring days.
You definitely can.
Okay, well, I listen to the man who doesn't know shit about combat. Okay, I'm get back with time. I'm trying to position myself better.
Yeah, I mean, you watch as you're like in there with it. You're like, all right, there's two on me. You're gonna hear another just pow snap. This sounds more like a crunch as he hits the other side of the jaw as it lodged this way, then hits it back. And I mean, the bot's gonna hit the floor. And I mean, you see like blood oozes out, but it's so gross.
Sorry, did he knock himself unconscious?
No, he hit the Sabat.
Oh, okay.
No. As the Sabat hits the floor, you see this green nastiness that pools out. And the Sabat doesn't look dead. No, still seems to be laying there, not really making any noise, but just oozing on the floor. What are you doing with your turn?
Well, I want to position myself so I get a little bit further back. I still want to attack with my whip, chain, whatever you want to call it. Preferably the one I already injured. Try to get another one off the field.
Heck yeah.
But I want to stay away from that fucking fountain. So this thing will give me some distance, so that's what I'm going for. Also, let's do the surge. So this time I fail, and then I'll get the extra dice, right? Yeah, there we go.
You did fail.
There we go. So now I must succeed, right?
I mean, the chances, right?
Yeah, 1 in 10.
4, 9. Oops.
Woo!
Well then.
All right. Yeah, you have the whip. You move it around, you slap as the metal just slices through, and you're gonna watch as now the jaw just like completely is dislodged and hangs there. As this one too is gonna hit the floor. And even though it still seems to be alive, like I said before, I mean, now just ooze and horrible, just viscous blood is just pouring out. As two now just lay on the floor, and eerie enough with their eyes, they still have that like excited smile behind their eyes, even though there's not much of a smile to be had for either of them.
They're high as kites.
Theo, Lynn.
You want to go or shall I, Lynn?
You want to go first?
All right. So
Take out their hammies.
Yeah, literally, I'm
With
going
my
to...
knife? Oh.
No. I've got my shadow creature. The knife I save as a backup. But yeah, no, literally, if it means that I'm removing the entire foot, but coming at the base of the ankle and slicing inwards, because if I can get that hamstring tendon, then they'll no longer have balance on that foot. If they don't have enough balance to stay upright. So, but yeah, hamstring them, because I would prefer to have at least one of them alive enough that when they do come off whatever high they're on, we can get intel out of them. Yeah, I know that it's kill the bad guys, but at the same time,
listen, when there's one left, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend a willpower on that. My second willpower spent in this one fight.
Finally using willpower. Oh my gosh.
Well, I usually don't need to. But this dice roller tonight is being extra spicy.
Mhm.
That got me. That's an
helps.
improvement because that means I have 2 10s instead of just one now.
Yeah, which is what you really need.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
So that's what's that? 2 10s and 2 successes on
2
top of that.
successes. Yep. All right. So all right. You're going for a new strategy. See if you at least get them to reduce their movement. I mean,
They can't
thought
drag
about
people to
them.
the fountain if they can't walk.
Exactly. And I mean, you first send it out, as it does take, of course, command intent. They aren't free thinking. And you notice this Sabbat moves so erratically faster. I mean, it's not unnatural for a vampire, but unnatural for any other means. And you very quickly put in that extra effort to adjust. From this range, too, it's pretty hard to see. Extra effort to adjust so you can just get the hamstrings, and it slices through. And I mean, it you see the Sabbat does like give like a gimp, but now I mean has like a weird stance, like he's still standing on it. Doesn't seem to cause him any pain, though of course it is very unstable at the moment. So we'll see how well he can fight with that, but he hasn't fallen or anything.
Both hands jacked up, and now his foot's jacked up too.
Yep.
I'm like,
and he's still going like it's really nothing. Unfortunately, it's awful.
How do I need to rip his freaking heart out in order to get him to stop moving? Is that what it's going to take?
Yes.
Lynn, what are you doing with your turn?
Let's see. Well, say that happened. Can I try to clock them so hard with the butt of the pistol that they just crumple?
You'll have to get in close, so they might shoot at you if you do.
Yeah,
I got reflexes.
Okay. All right. I mean, if you're gonna get in there, let's go. Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to get those
like
reflexes
shooting
too.
them's not doing anything, Mel.
Yeah, well, I mean, literally, I don't expect anybody's going to make them crumple. I mean, both Crowley and Brett have been slapping them across the face, and it takes 2 strikes from them to even come close to crumpling someone. So, I mean, I wish you best of luck.
I'm going to use prowess with this.
All right.
Let's see. I forget exactly what that does, though.
Well, since you're coming in, make me a dexterity and athletics, since as you charge them, they're going to shoot at you.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, sorry.
I think your odds are pretty good, especially with cat-like reflexes. I really want to pick that up, but
that
I'm saying
rapid reflexes. Yeah.
There are only so many of them that aren't in melee.
Oh no! Someone's getting shot.
Maybe that would be a good time to surge. I'm just gonna say
surge or reroll.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Oh.
All right, absolutely.
Oh, I'm so glad I got lucky since I can't use willpower.
Yeah, that was actually really
Pretty
convenient.
solid, yeah. Is it
So
ones and twos or just ones?
It's whatever how many merit points she has in lucky.
Oh, I thought lucky was your reroll ones.
I've got 3 in lucky, so
Yeah.
Okay, so reroll 3d10.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like what Rune has.
Oh my gosh!
Well, you got one
You got
success. So you got rid of your 2 1s and a 2, and you replaced it with a 6 and 2 2. So, I mean, at least you lost those 1s and got a single success.
Well, you're charging in. There's only one that still is shooting. I mean, one can't even have a gun anymore. The one's in combat. Knocked out. So he turns and he shoots out. It hits your armor, since you are wearing armor. Your armor is going to take 3 points of damage. Superficial or aggravated doesn't mean anything for armor, so I'll just say 3 points of damage to your armor. As you're going to feel the impact of the bullet just almost knocks the air completely out of you, and you don't even need to breathe as a vampire.
Nah, they're going to leave a bruise later.
But now you can do your attack.
Alright. So, isn't this melee and strength? Or brawl and strength?
Melee or brawl, either or.
Okay.
Whatever is
Good,
better
'cause-
for you. I lost my pencil. What did I do with my... Oh.
You decided to get the let out.
Badum-tish.
Yeah, I know. Bad jokes are my speciality.
He's got
All
all
right,
the dad
Daddy
jokes.
Melts.
'Cause- Yep.
Tell me another dad joke.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with this roller to me?
Jeez.
It is
No,
just...
I could roll terrible, so hold on. It's gonna
It
be-
just hasn't been nice tonight, period.
It's been mostly fine to me. I mean, it's
So
been
like
close.
3 good rolls.
Yeah.
It let me do my willpower stuff, which
All
That's
right.
cool.
I mean, you get shot a few times as you run in there, and I mean, he had plenty of time to see you coming. I mean, he's laughing at you like you're nothing, as he's just easily just dancing. I mean, he's dancing to the music, moving out of the way, even though he's enjoying the music. I mean, it's nothing. And now that you're really close in the combat, you'll also be hearing this. But Rune, Brett, Lynn, you're gonna hear the fountain lets out this loud, like, whoop noise, as you are going to see. No one else can see from a range. Well, Mala, you moved up closer. You'll be able to see it when you help the lady. You'll be able to see just like bubbles as something is going to splash out of the water, and your hearts are going to sink as you see a black horse with a wolf head, hoofs, but something isn't right.
You mean something new isn't right?
Something isn't right. It looks, I mean, you know Calamity. You guys do. Orange eyes, you're like, oh my
Is
fucking
it
god,
not
that's
Calamity?
Calamity. But then you look at the face, and the face is different in this wolfness. Calamity, yeah, kind of had like the skeletal features, but this one quite literally has like skeleton as the face. Totally, as if like with time, maybe it decayed off, like the nuzzle part of the wolf face. And I mean, as it lands down and moves, like Calamity, as you know, can communicate, can think, can be a dick. This one just seems to be just straight aggressive murder mode. As you can just see its eyes, even in the socket, it glows just ferocity behind it. And it seems to be just in kill mode. And Lynn, I mean, you know Calamity, you know your connection, and this ain't Calamity. Well, I get to go.
It's a different one.
Seems so. Unless something happened to Calamity, but...
Well, I would highly suspect that there's going to be more than one horse. I mean, if this were going with the whole Freya's felines that pulled the chariot, there were multiple.
Just throwing dice.
So,
Still throwing dice. Oh, that lost
or
another
if
one.
you want to go with, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, there's multiple different horses. So,
Night prophecy says the Fountain Lord has arrived.
yeah, something like
Well,
that.
It's in murder mode. Problem is, doesn't really think the Sabbat, I guess, are the problem, as it doesn't focus on them. No, siree. Let's see.
Let me guess, it focuses on the biggest, scariest target in the room.
Miney Mo, catch a tiger, you. I mean, it's going straight for Brett, this horse.
Yeah,
It charges right through. I mean, the Sabbat, they basically just stop fighting at this point, as now they just let out this maniacal laugh. You just see this ooze that pours through their mouth as now they're really having fun. Horse just charges right through and is slamming right into Brett, and it's going to send him flying. I mean, you know in the movies where like a superhero gets punched and they like go and hit the wall and it leaves like a crack? Yeah, I mean, that's basically what happens, but unlike the movies, he's not getting up. But he also didn't get dusted, so hopefully... Well, anyways, what are you guys doing now?
Calamity's gonna.
Rune, the horse is like right there where you are, and Lynn, you're just a few feet away. But I mean,
Lynn's
now
getting
you,
on
Rune,
that
are
horse.
staring right at this
Lynn's
monster
getting
horse.
on that horse.
Okay.
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 Horse.
That'll be a good
True.
distraction for me to kill the rest of these fucking werewolf people.
Yes. Yes, please
Do me a favor, then. Roll me a physical. Roll me an animal, Ken.
do.
Yeah, you can add your horse.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Horse specialist.
She's got experience riding demon horses. of
Now we
this
just need to
similar
attach both
type.
these to a chariot, okay?
So
I do like how her first instinct when the demon horse showed up was, well, better just get up on it.
I respect that.
I mean, that's pretty badass.
It's
the
got
right
some-
answer. I think it's the right answer.
Technically, since I'm pretty sure it's gonna buck, can I use rapid reflexes to try and stay on? Or no?
It's not a projectile or anything,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay, so it's only projectiles. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Roll big.
after seeing Brett go flying and then seeing Lynn hop on the horse, I'm going to use my turn and I'm going to try to redirect the shadow. And literally, I want the shadow to slap the horse on the side of the head, turn into a bit and bridle.
There we go.
Ooh.
2 10s, a 7, and a 9.
Let me know if you need me to roll anything for that. You're both muted. I can't hear either of you.
That's fine.
I'll add it to Lynn's roll, your abyss mysticism, since you're using it to assist her.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me your roll, and I'll just add it to what she got. So she got one.
Okay, so you want the
Okay.
mental and the abyss mysticism then,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. That'll
Is there
add
any-
2 successes.
Question.
Hey.
Is there any mane for her to hold on to?
No, he's making a bridle for you out of shadow. That's what he's doing to help
Oh.
you. Something for you to grab onto.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm
Because no,
going.
there is no mane.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? That's going to be a fight, and that might be what turns this fight.
5,
So
6, 7.
that's
Yeah.
the great thing
8.
about having this shadow puppet that's adaptable. Just this is the situation that I need now.
Yeah, while this is happening,
I
I'm
just-
gonna yell over to the doctor to take care of Brett while I fight off the last like 2 or however many there are.
I'm putting up a fight. Holy crap. Oh, so close. All right. Well, I mean, the rest of you watch. Lynn just gets on top, and when she does, it looks pretty badass because this like shadow just comes up from the floor as it wraps around its skull-like muzzle, or it's as a muzzle. Bridle as she's gonna. I mean, instinctively, Lynn, you just grab onto it out of just fear on this thing. As no, it's not gonna buck or anything. In fact, it seems not really to fight you too much, at least until you resist its attempt to smash Rune's face in. So we'll see after that. But we'll let the rest of them go. So I still need Mala, and I will need Rune. And what the hell is these two? What are they supposed to do?
Get healed by the doctor. That's what he's supposed to do.
Harvey
Well,
wonders what would
Brett's not
happen.
moving.
Yeah.
I'm heading to Brett.
Yeah.
Harvey-
Should I-
Ronnie and Wallace.
Yeah, should I play it a song?
Yeah. You. Yeah. Go ahead and play it. You know, some sort of Riders on the Storm or something. I don't know. But the vet
Riders
could go
on the
ahead and
Storm.
try to assist Amala dealing with Brett.
If we wanted to heal Brett first, you can take your turn first. And then I'll get to whacking. Whatever.
Harvey wonders what would happen if I called out to Calamity and said, "Hey, there's another horse that's kind of like you. It's trying to take your place."
Oh no!
You can definitely try.
Demon horse on demon horse action.
What did you get, Amala, for your heal? Yeah, Ronnie will come with you. Headed on over. I mean, he's no doctor, but he knows a few things.
A concussion in an animal is a concussion in anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, but in a vampire, it really just throws a whole new twist.
True.
Look at the doctor studying, getting all the rolls. Well, I can play it a song, guys.
Doing great, Wallace. Keep it
What the
up.
fuck? I'm like the weakest one here. Fucking thin bloods, man. Sucks.
Can I actually make it to Brett?
Yeah, you'll be able to make it too. I mean, he hit against the building. It's not like he was able to go that far.
Right.
Unfortunately, building stopped him pretty quick. I'm really good at being human.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Brett is healed for 4 aggravated.
Ooh. Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
I really appreciate that. Ouch.
They're coming in pog.
Doctor's getting hungry.
Okay.
I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure that these Sabat are not snackable. I would not touch them with a 10-foot pole.
Well,
can have some of my blood.
Eyes, so.
Okay. Well, you get in there. You once more do your really quick, just heal up the wounds, and you do see, yeah, he got shot by a bullet, but it really seemed to be that hit by the horse that did the most damage. So, I mean, you're focused on where you just got slammed. And, I mean, as soon as you feel that essence transfer to him and start filling up the gunshot wound and maybe popping back a few bones, I mean, he's jerking up already, and it looks like he's just ready to get right back into it. I mean, he's just going to jerk up, take a look around, and you see he gets, like, eye contact with the horse, and that really seems to, like, shake him a bit. Fuck.
He's not used to something hitting him that hard.
Also, more voodoo shit.
I'll tell him that let the horse lady deal with the horse. Punch the Sabat.
He'll say yes, ma'am.
I'm
There
gonna
you go.
I like this man.
Am I gonna have a
Alright.
small herd of just demon horses?
Oh my god.
So
I don't like
I'm
the idea of
Lynn.
that.
I take care of the 4 horses of the apocalypse when they're not ending the world. So, you know, it's a tough job, but...
Welcome to
That actually
Van Branch.
Well, Rune, what are you doing with your turn?
Well, I'll probably try to position myself so the one vampire I'm fighting is between me and the horse, and then I'm gonna hit him in the face with the chain. Let's
I
get
like
the
the
surge out of the
strategy.
way.
All right, let's
I hung
try to
you.
at least get rid of the ads.
Yeah, I've played dungeons and MMOs and stuff.
Dungeons and MMOs, I like it.
Yeah. I remember our Dark Alliance stream, Crowley. I
That
remember
does
how
not
all
count
that
as a
was.
fucking video game.
That
Damn you.
doesn't count.
Oh, come on!
I'm
That
gonna
counts,
hold on.
That counts for a glitch in the matrix.
So that's one. That's two. That's 2 10s. So that's 4, 5. That's 6 successes.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try my. I mean, I'll do my best. Oh,
It's not about using willpower,
I'm
but
gonna
I
lose
think I'm
all
gonna
my
save it.
dice. Okay, so. All right. Use your chain. Correct.
Yeah.
Once more, I mean, you just whip around, try to get some distance as you adjust yourself between you and the horse, is kind of giving like the look up down between the two. As you whip it around, you slash the Sabat in front of you that's really just too busy laughing, not even really invested in this fight anymore. And you'll see the 2 on the floor that you and Brett dropped, well, they're laughing as well. Even though they're not moving, they're just laying there. Their jaws are completely just, one's dislocated, one's completely sliced. They're still laughing, so they're still, I guess,
They're having a great
alive.
time.
Yeah. You give that Sabat a slash. Unfortunately, now there's a horse that does the same thing as Calamity. As it breathes, just steam shoots out, and you can feel the heat hit your face as now it's just facing down you with the Sabat in between. But since it's a pretty big horse, it's just looking over the Sabat.
I'm gonna turn away.
Good luck with that. I hope you do well.
Now comes the problem, because this horse wants to kill your friend.
I've had to deal with this before.
We have a little bit of practice.
This is my first murder rodeo.
Yeah. Redirect the aggression on things that you can kill, which would be the Sabbat.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine you're just gonna try to overpower it. So I'll keep your same roll as before, for right now.
Maybe not overpower, but yeah, like redirect.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You've had to do this with Calamity because you know there's no way of beating Calamity's strength. More so, just manipulating it. So you take the same strategy. You're like, all right, I've had some time. And, well, Rune, you're about to shit yourself as this horse just comes lunging at you. You watch its mouth, and this you never saw with Calamity, but its mouth opens way wider than it should, like it dislocates. You can see down this horse's throat.
You swear to God, you just,
you think you just looked into hell for a few seconds there. And it gets right towards your face as its weight is just going to shift. And instead, it bites down at the Sabbat in front of you. And, I mean, it's going to, since she had to do a quick, like, turn, it chomps down on the Sabbat's shoulder as it's stuck in its jaw, and it just gets flown off its feet. It's going to hit the side of the fountain as it lays there. And it, too, just continues just to chircle and laugh at the situation. But it doesn't move either. And now there's really only, for at least Sabbat, only one that can't use a gun and can't really stand too well, who's not really invested in the fight, and one other that tried to shoot at Lynn, that's in close combat with Lynn, also now doesn't really seem to care much about the fight either. Okay. Okay, what are you guys going to be doing with your turn? Because, Rune, it seems like Brett's gotten back up. He got healed a lot by the doctor, a little bit by the vet. He's coming back in, and he's coming towards a Sabbat that, this would be the one without fingers. So I guess we'll see how well the hamstring trick did as he's coming in smashing it. What are the rest of you going to be doing?
Okay, so Brett is going up to the one that's partially disabled. There's one that is still fully able, but doesn't seem to be too interested in the fight, and is just laughing his head off.
Yeah, I mean, right now, all of them are just laughing. None of them, yeah, it's awful, but they're taking these hits and they're having fun. Music's still great. Driving.
Okay.
Yeah, the doctor's going to do the most conventional move she can. I'm going to head back to one of the people that's in shock that I saved. I'm going to tell them I'm going to apologize and tell them that they need to sleep now. I'm going to put them to sleep, and I am going to drink. I need some blood.
Fair enough. I thought you were a consensualist.
Yeah, that's what I thought
this
too.
isn't my preferred method, but there's a demon horse and people getting hurt.
I'm taking care of the demon horse.
You're doing solid,
I'm gonna shoot
and I
it
appreciate
in about 2 seconds from now with a silver fucking bullet.
But
All
you
right,
know what?
well, Doctor, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes.
On your humanity tracker, I need you to mark a stain on there, since you are a very goody-goody two-shoes, and this is not consensual.
Nope.
You're in fact taking advantage of people in shock. That's not very nice, Doctor.
You know what? Desperate times. I'll take it. I can work it off. I'm also saving a bunch of lives. It's worth
Well,
it.
that's not really how stains work, but sure.
Trying to see what I can do in this situation.
Yeah, you still have your turn, Lynn. Sorry. But you still have your turn, Lynn. You just redirecting it was you transferring what it was doing with its turn, so you still have a turn.
What I was gonna say though is, like, in my mind when I saw her get on the horse, it was just like Legolas getting on top of the Oliphant to kill her.
I love that scene. It looks terrible now, like the CGI, but I still love it.
Yeah.
It's still great. There's no brain to shoot into, is there?
Well, I mean,
maybe like mostly it's like the nose, mouth, that skull. It still has a cranium. You guess there might be brain, but you're not really sure if it needs it.
Well, the only thing I can do is take that knife that Rune gave me a while back, and because I need to leave my shadow on the horse to help Lynn out, and go behind the one that isn't being targeted and isn't disabled right now, and literally go ahead and come up behind it and stick that knife in a place that's going to, as effectively as possible, disable it. So.
All right. What are you doing with your turn, Rune? Because if you're still working on Sabat, you guys might be doing a combo move, or you can go where Brett is heading towards.
So Brett is going for one. Is there only one up still?
There's two. So Brett's going for the one that's already been chopped up by Theo. And there's one Lynn was in combat with, who she tried to get close to, and it just moved around like it was nothing. That one's still up. And that's the one that Theo seems to be going for. So you can either do a combo with Theo or a combo with Brett. It's up to you. But the one for Brett is already pretty messed up.
Well, I mean, I'm still invisible, so what he would probably still be seeing is he sees an injured one that Brett's going after and one that is fully capable that is unattended. So.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try out those silver bullets. I'm going to shoot it in the body shot.
Don't give me your firearms.
Big mass.
Is this the Sabat or the
horse, the demon,
the horse,
the bad thing?
Okay.
The horse that Lynn is currently managing.
I'm not concerned about the ads right now. Control. That's interesting.
She kept it from biting you and bought an enemy instead.
Good. Yeah, I am going to try it. I'm going to do it. Might not be the best idea. But hey.
Doesn't matter.
So firearms plus what?
Dexterity.
3, 4. Can I surge this?
Yes, you can surge it.
I'm definitely going to surge it then. Hey. Silver bullets. Activate!
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh boy.
And my revolver is what? +3, +2, +4.
So
That's just on
+4.
damage.
yeah,
So,
just damage. Yeah.
If you hit, then you get the +4.
Yeah.
Is that the revolver I gave you?
It's the revolver you gave me and the silver bullets.
All right. Well, you aim, you shoot, and you see the bullet hit, and it's like metal. As it hits, it really doesn't seem to have much of an effect. The silver doesn't seem to really do anything to these horses. Doesn't seem to have any werewolf traits, unfortunately, and it doesn't even seem just the bullet itself pierce this beast. In fact, it really only seems angrier as it's now more determined to bite your fucking head off.
Which is why, God damn you, Crowley.
I think that. Oh, Theo, I need to, since you're sneaking in then. All right, go ahead. Just give me your attack.
So that would be, I'm assuming we're going to go dexterity melee with that.
Yep, that's how you want to do it. Or you can do strength or dex for you.
Yeah, I'm an agile fighter more than I am a powerful fighter. So this is basically getting a big knife between some ribs in the back and going straight for heart if I can. Let's see here. So that's going to be not a big roll, but 2 successes with him not knowing I'm coming.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I'll say, let him knowing you're coming. Oh my god. Okay. All right, you sneaking in there as you have the dagger, and you're going for vital shots. You're a dex fighter. You know, more so it's not about strength, but more so about precision. And as you go, you're gonna see the same problem that Lynn had. I mean, it just easily just sidesteps out of the way. And you're not even sure how it knows you're there, especially because it doesn't even give you its attention. It just mockingly so just like wiggles and moves out of the way as it's still just so enthusiastic about the horse being here.
This whole situation smells off.
I think
Terribly
that was...
so.
Oh,
think-
I mean, Brett already rolled. So for Brett, when he comes in, I mean, he just once more, you hear that impact as it hits. And this one's already unstable as he hits, it like steps back on the hamstring that's been cut as its leg like twists to the side and gives that pop as he falls over. And I mean, once he falls, he does the same thing as the other one, just oozing nastiness. And just a few glimpses from what you get from these Sabbat. I mean, the ones that went down first seem a lot gooier than they did before. Ugh. But now only one still seems to be standing with a horse now intent to kill Rune. Well, 1 second, I need to roll something else first.
Oh boy.
You had to shoot the horse instead of going after the ads.
The ads that aren't attacking anyone.
And
Ooh, that's surprising. Okay.
I don't like that noise.
He's close. Okay. All right. Lynn, you'll be the first one. So you're on top of the horse. You hear the shot, and you can feel just like the muscles tense as the breath just. And it seems like this horse is now willing to fight against you to complete what it wants to do. And you're gonna feel this strange intensity, and you fear it's another moment of your beast trying to force itself to take control as your heart sinks as you prepare for that possible frenzy. Instead, you guys are going to hear just a few seconds of bubbling as a loud splash is coming out of the fountain as it seems another thing has just propelled itself out, landed. You hear like the click 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 of hoofs as there is a horse that is there. And this one for you, Lynn, though, I mean, as soon as you see the horse, you're like, Calamity. It has the wolfish features, body, the eyes, but this one's different. It doesn't have the crazed intensity like the one you're on. This one seems more calculated, and it seems... Calamity seems pretty pissed off, in all honesty, with your connection. But no one else can really tell, because Calamity always looks pissed.
You cheated
But
on
Lynn,
me.
yeah, I mean, you can tell that Calamity's kind of pissed off and doesn't really seem to care about your well-being because Calamity's charging right at the horse that you're on top of. Do me a favor, roll me a dexterity and athletics because he might knock you off. Or strength if you want to hold on for dear life.
So you said that the horse underneath me is just about to go for Rune, right? It's just preparing to go. Can I kick the sides to the point where it will run past Rune and try to head out of the campus?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
the question is, can you outrun Calamity, though?
I just want to get, and I'm pretty sure I won't be able to, but I just want to get both of the horses outside of the campus.
It sounded like you were trying to get it so Calamity doesn't hit Rune. That's what I was getting.
That too.
So the impact doesn't. I get it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rune's a tough guy. He can handle two.
Yes,
horses.
right now,
I
me and
got
Calamity are on the same team right now. We're both wanting to kill the other demon horse.
Okay, so can I roll strength and my animal can?
Yeah, I think
Right
that's fair. I like that.
Okay.
Force it to go ahead and get out of there. That also decreases the chance of any bystanders getting hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rune's just a nice bonus to that.
So now
There's a
there's two
crit.
demon horses.
There's a crit, and can I roll another lucky?
Oh, I'm sure there's another two that
No,
we haven't
unfortunately,
met
for the
yet.
session.
Okay, can I do a surge?
Yeah, you do a surge, or I know you're afraid to spend willpower. I don't blame you.
No, don't even.
Oh, come on, just one willpower. Come on.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, 4 demon horses sounds about like the right number, doesn't it, Doctor?
They're bad horses.
Don't be doing this to me. So I got a 4. Can I still roll that other
Yeah,
one?
you
I just
still
get
roll, you
hungry?
just get hungry.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It gives you a point of hunger if you roll low on the first
That's
one.
fine.
There
Hey,
you
it's a
go.
defense.
See,
Okay.
normally, if you fail your that check, normally it works after that.
All right.
Speaking from experience there, really?
You watch as Calamity, it leaps out of the water, focused fully on horse, which might make you guys feel a little bit better, or not. I don't know. I know the doctor hates Calamity no matter what. Calamity charges. I mean, you see with Calamity's going, that is possible that Calamity could knock Lynn and Rune and all these people, and you watch Lynn quickly try to make an adjustment. So she gives like a sharp turn, once again trying to use the momentum of the horse since it is trying to go for Rune as she turns it, and the impact is going to hit. Lynn, you will have to roll me a dex or strength if you want to try to hold on. Animal Kin's not really going to help, unfortunately, with this. So athletics, I would even take a brawl. Heck, why not?
Maybe switch horses at this point. Jump from.
Or you could try to do a crazy ass, super cool vampire move and switch horses.
Do
That'd
it.
be
That's what we're
awesome.
talking about.
Hey, I can use my soaring leap just to get out of there before the collision occurs.
Do it.
Soaring
Yeah, you can.
leap, quick reflexes, lands on the back of Calamity.
Just like, whee!
Badass.
I'm
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
It's up to you.
No, she doesn't want to get involved between the two of them, to be honest. So she's
I don't
gonna,
blame you.
yeah, she's gonna jump off and try to land like a little bit of a distance away from the two of them.
Okay. All right, go ahead and give me your physical, your soaring leap, and athletics.
Okay, so soaring leap.
All right.
That
Well, for
is
you,
2.
Rune, I will still need a dexterity and athletics.
I
She
soaring
did her
leap too?
best. If you want,
Yeah.
sure, why not? Because I mean, you watch as like she pulls and then jumps off, and you're like, I'm still probably gonna get a little bit smushed in this. You're gonna jump out of there too. Brett is not.
Do I have
just in
to
the way.
roll my soaring leap again? For the right check?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Ah,
Every time you
shit.
use it,
Every time. Gotcha.
yeah.
And since I have 2 in potence, that'd be 2 for soaring leap?
I believe so.
Okay.
If I could
Yeah,
draw a
if you-
comic strip just for this scene.
I already have a plan on what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
But-
Yeah,
that-
for the rest of you,
Great.
yeah, you're watching as your two Bruja are just jumping out of this situation. I mean, the Sabat that was, still doing okay, is going to get a little bit knocked. Doesn't seem to phase him too much. What are the rest of you going to be doing? Theo, you're pretty dang close now to
The
this.
bit and bridle's turning into blinders.
Okay,
It
all right.
it can't take it off easy, but it can't see anymore either. So that's to give Calamity a little bit of a leg up.
All right, I like it. I don't think you need to roll. You already have it like around. It'd be pretty easy just to do that instead.
Yeah.
But
See the need.
Yeah.
Um,
Other than that, I'm going to use my stealthiness to disengage from the one that is the Sabat that's remaining that's still on his feet, because I know that Brett's right there. 1, 2. I need to make sure that I'm staying in control of that shadow. I don't want to get knocked by the horses. So backing out is probably, after I shift the form of the shadow, disengaging is the best move for me right now.
okay.
part of me really wants to take one of these Sabat captive because I want to.
Oh, there's
interrogate.
one that's on the ground right now, but the thing is, I don't think it's gonna matter. I wish we could keep one as captive to interrogate, but they're kind of liquefying.
Gooing. What are you doing, Amala? You're watching. It looks like your Bruja with their rolls. It looks like they're getting out. Man, are they getting out with style? Yeah. I mean, heck, let's see. I mean, with Lynn's roll, I mean, she got 2 10s, pretty good. Not like a flip worthy talent, but I mean, still like they can do at least the superhero lands. Pretty badass, especially Lynn getting off the horse. You see Theo is just Theo. You don't see him anywhere. Normal. Not really cause for concern. What are you doing, Doctor?
Well, I'm going to let the boys and stuff know to grab the injured people. We need to start collecting them because it seems like the fight here is just about done. I'm not fighting a demon horse.
Or 2?
Or 2.
Oh, maybe 4? We can get you to fight when there's
That's
4 of
all
them,
that.
right?
Well, I mean, Wallace is going to tell you to let him take care of it. He's going to change his song. His song's a little bit more upbeat, pretty more jovial of what he usually plays, and it's very quickly going to draw the attention of a few of the people that you're able to help. Well, one you did just kind of knock out, so you're a bad person.
Grab that one.
Yeah. And I mean, he can get people's attention. I mean, he's kind of able to get the Sabat's attention, but they're whack out of their mind. And yeah, he'll help leading people in. And not only that, but he'll do his best for those that are peeking through the window to get their attention as well. I mean, Ronnie's just gonna do what he can, but unfortunately, I mean,
Patching gunshot wounds.
yeah, that's really about it. He's just gonna try to
Putting
help people
pressure
where
on,
he can.
you know.
He's a vet, but what the fuck is that? I don't know.
See, the funny thing is, the
That
rest of
one's
the
Calamity, and I'm curious to who that one is. I hate that horse. And
I hate that one even more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Brett. Fuck, this is getting pretty nasty. You know, this one. They're gooifying. So.
just go ahead and give a good side kick to the one that's still standing to see how far you send it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna watch. He moves very quickly, like superhuman speeds at this point, and he's just gonna lightning speed, very much like we saw Critias do, when he left you all. Go to the one that's still standing, and since it's not really invested in the fight, it looks like he's gonna try to trip it up and at least throw it in the chaos of whatever the hell those two things are. So, yeah, well, I do. Pretty good. Okay, I mean, I don't know what's going on with this one, but he goes in lightning speed as he tries to trip it up and move, and I mean, it's just laughing it off once more, as it's just gonna easily his leg kicks out as he just adjusts it, and it like pops and twists unnaturally so as he does, to able to keep his balance, and it really seems like he's determined to enjoy this scene that is unraveled. Still standing, and I mean, Brett has now moved, at least out of the way. He's pretty close to where the doctor was when she was help moving the injured woman before. 2 horses and 1 Sabat that's there for a show. Tell me what you guys are wanting to do, because now you're just gonna watch 2 horses smash.
Is the fountain doing anything weird still? Or is it over, the bubbling?
No, it seems to be nothing weird going on. Not giving you any weird feelings or any weird gurgles.
Is there anyone over here that's still alive, like the woman that got 2-tapped?
I'm still here.
Yeah, I mean, besides your friends. No, it looks like the rest of your group collected the few that were okay, but there's a decent amount of corpses. Easily you can see 6 already. So. Horse fight.
Yeah. I'm just hoping the blinder helps Calamity a little bit have even more of an advantage. But then again, Calamity seems to have its wits about it. This other horse is just a mindless killing machine.
Lynn, do you still have the chaos scope on?
Turned on?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you never turned it off, but you probably would have when they went to bury the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, I just had to ask. All right, then. Well, okay.
Did I still hear anything?
Lynn, I'd say you'd still be able to. No one else, though. It's not that it's directed towards you. If anything, you had to guess, maybe just being Calamity's rider. But it seems that Calamity is commanding the horse to obey.
How did I know?
Well, this is the interesting part. It says to obey. Obey your master. And I mean, you will watch the horse as it seems to still struggle and fight. but its attention quickly is going to turn from Calamity and turn towards the fountain specifically. What are you folks doing with your turn? Only Lynn heard that.
Oh, I'm just trying to get as much people out as I can at this point. I'm
Okay.
in full like get people out, save as many lives as possible, woo mode. And then I'll be one of the first medics on the scene as soon as it's clear to start going around and help people. But for now, help the ones that are here.
Yeah, the big issue that you're seeing is, I mean, Wallace can like draw people's attention away from the fight, which is really all that he's good for. But unfortunately, like his music has to be heard, and there's several stories of people that are being nosy and watching. So these horses are being spotted by a decent amount of students, unfortunately, and not all of them have been enchanted. So that's probably one of your bigger concerns right now, especially because you did eat someone and someone might have seen it, and also your vampire friends did some really cool, like, unreal jumps. You know, this is just not good. So
There's a masquerade breach in progress.
very much so, unfortunately. So
Masquerade
that's-
breach started
That's
at
your
the
big
very
issue
start.
right now for Doctor. All right. Well, the two of you have jumped off. Lynn, you at least seem to understand the dynamic between the horses. Calamity seems to have at least taken hold of the other one, and the other one now seems to want to retreat. Rune, though, you have no goddamn idea. All you really know is that these horses are locked into each other, and there's one Sabat that really is just like a cheerleader at this point. It's kind of cute. Though he's getting pretty gooey himself, as you're noticing. He's getting pretty sweaty and nasty, and the ones on the floor, I mean, the first ones that dropped, there's really not much left of their features at this point. It's kind of disturbing. It's almost like when you watch the Wraiths, like, ectoplasm them in the floor, except way more organic. Ugh. At least you can't smell it from here, thank goodness. What are you going to be doing since you are up?
I think I'm going to tell Brent to let's fucking back up, let them go at it, and I'm going to skedaddle back towards the others. Like, I shot it with a silver bullet, it bounced fucking off!
Cute. All right. Yeah, I mean, Brett will back off then. He's also like, the fuck this. That thing almost killed him in one hit. So he's not really feeling too brave. Theo and Lynn.
Theo.
This is a school. There's a PA system.
Mm-hmm.
Our musician man only works well if he can be heard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending my weaker shadow off. Find me access to the PA system, get it turned on, and see if we can go ahead and get Wallace, Mr. Winters linked into it. Because if we could go and get a school-wide enchantment, that'll save the breach of that we might be risking. So
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I am trying to go ahead and get access to the school's PA so I can go ahead and get someone's song get magnified.
All right, it's going off, disappearing.
And other than that, what I'm physically doing at that point is just waiting for it to give me enough intel to be able to work with that situation. I'm helping move anybody that needs help moving away from the combat to where the doctor is, helping the injured. Because right now we have one Sabat left, and he's kind of self-gooifying and doesn't seem to be fighting. And there's two horses, and the one that I'm scared the most of, because I don't know it, is blind and trying to make towards a fountain. And the second it takes 1 foot in that fountain, that's when I'll call the shadow back. So I'm trying to keep an eye on that as well. So
All right.
I think that's the most I can do right now.
Makes sense. I like it. All right, Lynn, last but not least. You could just be like, peace out. I mean, that's what a lot of people are doing.
I mean, she's definitely curious about what's going on here since she's able to hear Calamity. So, I say she's probably going to turn on the... No. Actually, she does that, then it might be even more chaotic.
Yeah.
She's gonna keep listening. And when there's a little bit more space between them, she might get closer to Calamity.
Okay. All right. Well, the last Sabbat that stands, his feet are getting a little bit goopier, and very much like what the doctor saw in her vision, where they're kind of like wiggly and stuff, like their bones really didn't exist. I mean, it too is going to start like collapsing and on the floor as it's just going to gooify like the rest. You all will watch as the other Auguski, other demon horse, sure we can call it that, very quickly is going to disengage all of a sudden. It goes from aggressive towards Calamity to it just like shakes its head, eyes bulging. It has it's the same glow as Calamity, so it's so hard to read. But it quickly jerks and is going to leap itself in the air into the fountain, and it's like it dives in the water as it just disappears.
Yeah, I figured that would happen. That's why I was going to pull the shadow back.
And as soon as it's gone, there's nothing but just goop of Sabbat, and you don't really hear any more gunshots go from around the campus. Unfortunately, the fire alarms really just drown out anything, so it's hard to tell if there's any more combat. But those that are still out here, watching these Sabbat gooify, something might draw some concern. I know some of you still have your eye on it. I don't know if the doctor still does, but this, as it gooifies, it looks like they kind of just like gooify into a mass. They all kind of like fell down in the same, at least, area around the fountain. And this gelatinous, it almost like it comes alive. As it's gonna just do very much what you saw with the race in a sense, but try to sink into the ground and the floor as it's just gonna ooze and spread out. I don't know if you guys, whatever you want to do in that regard, but besides that, Calamity's there and doesn't really seem to care much about the Sabbat, so.
The only thing I can think of is have my stronger shadow bring a bottle of bleach from a janitor closet and dump it on the goo. I don't know what else to do.
I have no idea. But the first things first, I am going to tell them that we need to somehow figure out how to very quickly cover up all of what is happening.
There was a school shooting.
I'm going to tell first things first, Lynn needs to please get Calamity out of here.
I was gonna do that just as soon as things like kind of simmer down. She's gonna get on the horse and head out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, Calamity's not gonna fight you. You like jump right on top, and man, you can feel, even though you can't see Calamity's face since you're on top, but man, you can still feel that shit-eating grin, motherfucker. Are you just gonna ride it off?
Yes, but gonna like call back to Rune real quick and say, tell the teacher that I'm trying to keep the masquerade going. And head off.
You know what? I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to send my stronger shadow. Basically, like I was using the cloak on myself, I throw it onto Calamity to make it, if I can at all, make it like an exterior skin to make it look like a black stallion instead of a demon horse.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. Let's
I
see.
mean, this is ad hoc. If we're trying to maintain the masquerade, my weaker shadow is trying to get the PA system going, but this is going to be so that would be occult and abyss mysticism, or do I want to? Or is it mental and abyss?
It would be a mental and abyss, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to go ahead and be 6. And there we go. 3 successes.
Okay.
So,
all right. So you're going to give just the shadow, really what you need to hide. I mean, the hoofs, it's weird, but it's not like it would really alert someone. It's the face. That's the big problem. That monstrous face.
It's it's the middle of the night. It's dark out.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
is
the
gonna
eyes, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to cover up those glowing neon bright eyes that just pierces through.
That's just
but
a
at
light
least,
reflecting off the
But at
eyes.
least you can cover up so you don't see the wolf head, and more so, it's pretty shadowed and secured, but those that give just a quick look, glance, with how fast Calamity moves, at least it's better than nothing. So, anyone who's really paying attention, which, good thing it's kind of late. Well, Lynn's off. Lynn has taken Calamity. She's trying to get out of here, and, well, we're not really eager to go transportating through water with Calamity anymore. The goo with the Sabbat is just going to enter the earth and just spread out until there is nothing left. I mean, no sign that there even was any
For their willingness to break the masquerade, they sure as hell aren't leaving a trace.
Yeah, no, of course not. We're buddies here. I mean, there's a decent amount of corpses and people lying around, but now that it's gotten quiet, you all can focus on now saving lives and covering it up. Your shadow will be coming back. It looks like it has, it's pretty like new technology, something that you can like, what's about this size? It's wireless, and unfortunately, I don't know if you guys know how to get it connected to the PA system. I don't know who's really good with technology, but that's what your shadow's going to be bringing you, since you did ask for it.
All right, I'm gonna literally.
Can I roll science, or does it have to be technology? I have both, just my science is better.
Technology, unfortunately.
All right. Yep, 3 for my technology roll.
So literally,
You're muted.
You're still muted.
It doesn't take any passcodes or anything, but yeah, you'll be able to figure out how to at least get it connected. It's already preset. I mean, they do it every morning and whatever, few announcements. So as you just like
gotta
quickly
make sure
move
the
it through.
Bluetooth is connected.
Well, sure, wireless, yeah, Bluetooth, why not? And I mean, if you guys want, you can give it to Wallace. You could try to super awe everybody. And he can't necessarily make people forget, but he can make them...
Can you make them gather?
Yes, you can have them come all to him.
Hell yeah, do that, then make them hand over their cell phones.
Okay.
That's going to erase at least the video trail.
Yeah, okay, all right. He'll, with the PA system, I mean, he's going to play a song. He's got it like plugged in too to try to even maximize the sound. And it's one of his once again, his bops, as I guess I'll put. And it's pretty great. You guys have watched him perform, but he goes from, being like a suave, 80s bad boy kind of attitude to, his hair looks even more just lush. His features so much more enticing. His music is even compelling to the rest of you. So I do need a favor. You guys will have to roll. You'll be fine though.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. You guys could roll terrible. A composure and intelligence I'll need from everyone except for Lynn, because Lynn's not here.
Yeah.
So this is when I roll super well on something that's inconsequential.
Yeah,
Well, it's not completely inconsequential, but I got 3.
Oh, Wallace, I've never seen you in this light before.
Oh, Doctor. I knew it was love. I knew it.
Wait. I have unswayable mind. Is that?
I think so. I think that'll. Do you have to?
It just lets me add my fortitude into rolls.
Okay, go ahead and add that then.
You know what? I tried.
Is this love? All right. His song, it's loud. It's playing. He He looks pretty good. I mean, the song's pretty good. I mean, you're jazzing out to it, and as you're seeing people coming out, and you're like, all right, this is working. You're in a pretty good mood and it's everyone. I mean, the PA system's only for the Cobb section, which is, I guess you can see behind me. It's not going to like the entire school. Just to where you guys are. So all the students out of the Cobb buildings are going to be gathering out, both from the classrooms and the dorms, to listen to the performance.
Well, while I'm jiving, I'm going to collect everyone's phones from them.
Yeah, you can still think. You're not a human, so it's not like you're like enchanted, unless you rolled like a total failure, but you're fine. All right. Well, it is 4:00, 4 in the morning, and I think people are getting pretty tired. So I feel like it's a good place to leave it. You can see where Lynn decides to go with Calamity, and she might have a few questions for
I would definitely want to try to use Forgetful Mind on the crowd to rewrite what they saw.
Okay.
You have to do it one person at a time.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Do I? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Well, never mind.
I have one question.
I don't have enough blood for that. I have to roll a RAS check every fucking time for that.
Yep.
Here's what I want to say. During all this, where the fuck was Cretus?
Yeah, I was going to roll a bloodhound to see if he was still here somewhere.
So yeah, that was going to be my next thing, is send my weaker shadow off to go ahead and just find out where he disappeared off to, because unless he was off battling the crap out of these things on the other end of the Cobb section, I still say smells of setup.